Cubs fans that might be listening on today's broadcast. I'm your broadcaster, Davis Ellington, as we get set for the first of a three-game set between the San Luis Obispo Blues and the visiting Humboldt Crabs, as the Blues defensively line up as such. Across the outfield, out and left will be number 16, Marco Murillo. Jay Charleston out there commanding his outfield in center field. And over in right field, the other Tennessee Volunteer, Luke Lipsius. And around the infield, we got Brandon Frazier at third, Blaine Jones over at short. Jack Kuzma gets the nod at second base, and Justin Lutz back over at first base. The battery for today's game behind the plate will be number 21, Slade Hagan. And on the mound for the Blues is the very newly signed University of California Riverside product, number 26, Cole Tucker, as Tucker looks to keep this Crabs lineup locked down for his time on the mound today, as the Crabs will send Kellen Strand and Coco Figueredo to the plate here as the 1-2 hitters. Jackson Critch will hit third, the designated hitter in the Crabs lineup. As the rest of the Crabs lineup looks as so, in the cleanup spot will be McCarthy Tatum. Connor Blair will play right field, and he will hit fifth. Ramon Enriquez is the catcher today for the Crabs, as he's back behind home plate, hitting in sixth spot. Santiago Cantu in the seventh spot over at short. Wesley Gon Gibson at the hot corner, hitting in the eighth spot. And the nine hitter in the Crabs order will be number 2, Brandon Grubbs, out in center field. That's a sweet name. It's going to be fun to say, as the Crabs will be sending to the mound their starter, number 3, Alex Pham. As the throw is down, is complete. We're ready to go here as Hagan back behind home plate, as he's had the designated hitter duties for a couple games here. Now gets to use those fresh legs behind home as he and Tucker get ready to navigate through this crowd. We'll bring the fireworks out and have a show as the first pitch. A fastball down halfway for a ball, 1-0. So Kellen Stram at the plate here, the leadoff man for these Crabs out of San Jose State. Calls time here, batting from the right side. Stram, a sophomore, 6'1", 200 pounds. The 1-0 offering to him a fastball. This one does catch the plate right down the middle, pushing the count to 1-1. Stram batting .235 here on the young season, as the tall right-hander waits for the 1-1 offering. That fastball just a bit high there over at the letters 2-1. Tucker been pitching well for the Blues, one of their more solid starters so far. Roughed up a little bit in his last outing, but especially at the start of the season was very on, very early, as he fires a fastball for a called strike of the knees on the inside corner, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, as we got many people clamoring for hot sauce. We got plenty of programs sold today with all the people in attendance. As that fastball, ring him up and talk to me. Strike 3 called, as Kellen Stram was looking off speed, and he gets caught watching that fastball over the outer half of the plate there for a called strike 3. And just like that, our first bottle of hot sauce from our PA man, Jim Siebert, sent out to the masses, as some people with some lucky number programs get a little more spice in their dinner tonight. As now stepping to the plate will be Coco Figueredo, the second baseman at the plate here from the College of the Redwoods. Another 6-foot sophomore. Switch hitter, shows bunt, pulls it back. Breaking ball in the inside corner for a called strike to get things started against Figueredo here. That's Coco at the plate, hitting .321 on the young season. Hitting from the left side here against the right-hander. Tucker swings, hits this ball on the ground to first. Lutz is over. He's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there are 2 gone. So Tucker around the strike zone here early with the first couple hitters. Like to see it. Pound the zone, let his defense work. As now coming to play will be the number 4, the designated hitter, Jackson Critch. So Critch will stand in here. Nobody on 2 gone in the inning, as Jackson, an infielder out of San Francisco State. At the plate here, right-hander's first pitch to him is a fastball just a bit high. There, had the corner. Just a bit up in the zone there. 1 ball, no strikes. So the 1-0 offering on the way from Tucker here. Fastball right down the middle. He's going right after these hitters here in the early going. Love to see it. using that fastball well as the count's 1-1 McCarthy Tatum waits in the on-deck circle for his chance to hit as the slider there from Tucker drops just a bit low there, 2-1. As Tucker looking for a clean first inning here, trying to get some early momentum for his clubs. The 2-1 offering, a fastball down and away off the plate, and the count moves to 3-1 strike. As this is the first of our few fireworks games of the season. Our next one on the 3rd of July. Always a sold-out crowd for that game. If you're looking to get to that game, you can buy your tickets online, as they will sell out before that game, so we generally don't sell tickets here at the stadium for our July 3rd game, as that pitch fouled straight back. Good fastball from Tucker there, challenges him with it. Now the count full 3-2. So Tucker cleans his cleats off here a little bit, ready for his 3-2 delivery as Slade behind the plate gets set up, gives the sign to Tucker. He shakes once, now finds what he likes, takes a breath as he winds and throws. His full count offering on the way here. Goes with the fastball, fouled straight back to the screen as Critch just underneath that one. Keeps the count full 3-2. As fans continue to file in here on another beautiful San Luis Obispo day. A hot one here in the early goings. I gave a tour at Cal Poly today out in the sun. It was hot. Felt good, though, as that fastball is lifted into right field. Hit pretty well. Lipsius back, still going back. It's going to be over his head as it one-hops the wall. Lipsius relays it in quickly, but it's going to be a 2-out double there for Jackson Krish, as he is aboard here with 2 outs to keep the top of the first going. As McCarthy Tatum will come to the plate here, the cleanup man. And first baseman for these Crabs will have a chance to hit with a runner in scoring position. As Tucker went back to that challenge fastball, Critch waited on it. It was on the outer half of the plate, just takes it the other way over the head of Lipsius. So the man on second and 2 gone. Tatum will have a chance to bat here. The tall right-hander stands in there at 6'6" in that right-handed batter's box. As Tucker's first offering to him, a 12-6 curveball there for a called strike. 0-1 locks him up there. Jumps ahead with a good breaking ball, does Tucker. Well-executed pitch. As McCarthy Tatum, infielder and outfielder out of Fresno State, a junior. At the plate here, the righty-righty matchup between he and Tucker, as Tucker's pitch on the way. Fastball inside, and it gets him in on the hand there, right on the left hand. The umpire's going to take a look as he is now awarded first base. Make sure it didn't actually hit him on the knob of the bat. Don't want any Derek Jeter actors out here. But that one does catch Tatum right in on that hand there. So a hit by pitch allows him to walk his way down to first base. So runners on first and second here. That'll bring up Connor Blair. Blair, the right fielder today for the Packers. Outfielder out of Butte College, a sophomore. At 6 feet tall, stands in here, another right-handed batter. No batting gloves for Connor. He's got the wrist tape on just the left hand. It's the first offering to him on the way, a fastball outside, 1-0. So first couple batters were good for Tucker, then a good fight by Krish in the 3 spot of the Packers order, the Crabs order, ended up sending a fastball to the wall for a double. Now they hit batter to Tatum. The Crabs are trying to get something going here with 2 gone, as Tucker looking to get out of the first here with no runs allowed. Sets and deals. That fastball misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. So this is where Tucker, as a pitcher, is just trying to settle himself down, get his guy right here. Only needs 1 more out. See if he can get Blair to roll over on something on the infield here. Plays at every base but home. So then you get yourself that ground ball to get out of this, as the 2-0 pitch on the way here. He goes with that curveball, and it is another called strike. So a big 2-0 breaking ball there from Tucker. Doesn't give in and go with another fastball. Snaps off a good 12-6er there, gets the call. So 2-1 the count here as Tucker, working from the stretch, looks in. Gets a sign from Hagan, likes what he sees. There's no one holding the runners on. The 2-1 offering, swung on, popped up, foul territory, but playable. Justin Lutz is over. He is there and makes the catch, inning overside, retired a double. A hit batsman, but no damage done as the Blues get out of it. They strand a pair of Crabs runners. As that top of the first brought to you by Dignity Health. Excellent care, delivered with compassion for all in need. Hello, human kindness, and we will come back with the bottom of the first as the Blues will look to sink their teeth into the starter of the Crabs, Alex Pham, who will make his first appearance against the Blues this season when we come back. And as we jump back here in the bottom of the first, the Blues will send Jay Charleston to the plate, the leadoff man. Looking to get things started here will be Charleston, Anderson, and Lipsius. Matt Anderson in the designated hitter spot after he tweaked his leg last night. Coleman Barr, our statistician, roommates with Anderson as they share a host family, told me that he just tweaked his hip flexor. So good to see that he's out there. Just going to give that hip flexor a rest so he gets the DH duties for the day as Charleston steps in the box to face Alex Pham for the first time of the season. As Pham, the right-hander on the mound's first offering, a fastball for a called strike right on the outside corner. Gets things started 0-1. As Alex on his season so far for the Crabs has gone 19 2/3 innings. He started 3 games. He's 2-1 on the season. He leads his team in strikeouts with 34 as his 0-1 offering just a bit outside there. Even as the count at 1-1. He's rocking a 2.28 ERA with a .96 whip. So a solid season for Alex Pham, one of the better starters in this Crabs rotation as Pham winds and throws his 1-1 offering here. Fastball drops a bit low, a little two-seam action on that one as it sinks out of the zone, 2-1. Alex out of the University of San Francisco, a freshman, stands at 5'11", 160 pounds. Right-hander on the mound facing Charleston here as Jay stands in. His 2-1 offering on the way. A fastball that's going to be a bit low as well. So Charleston in the driver's seat here, 3 balls and 1 strike. As Jay with a .321 average on the season. Looking to keep that trending upward as he stands in. Heading the count 3-1, looking for something he can drive. As the 3-1 pitch, a fastball swung on, fouled straight back. Just a little underneath it as the count goes full now 3-2. As Charleston leads the team in stolen bases as he has swiped 8 bags so far on the season for the Blues. Jay can run. That's why we got him out there in center field, able to cover a whole lot of ground. As the full count offering on the way here. Fastball swung lifted back into the screen once more. So Charleston doing what a leadoff hitter needs to do here, going deep in the count, fouling off pitches, letting his team get a good look at Alex Pham on the mound, try to get into his repertoire a little bit, have him show you some breaking stuff early. As he waits for another full count offering here as Alex takes a breath. Now ready as he winds and throws. Pitch on the hit on the ground to short, coming in on the slow roller, and a strong throw over to first just in time to get Charleston. Steve Tolley, the first base coach, doesn't like it as it was a bang play. Crowd in agreement with the Blues first base coach as Santiago Cantu, the shortstop, had to come in hard on that slow roller there. Tried to get as much on the throw as he could, but on that throwing on the run like that, unable to really set his feet and make a strong throw, so kind of whipped it over there to first. It was a bang play, but fielder gets the benefit of the doubt there. So with one gone, Matt Anderson will hit. Blues designated hitter hitting in the 2 spot. As Matt strides into the box, right-handed hitter. Catcher out of Georgia Winnett. At the plate, fastball bit high to him there, 1-0. Matt Anderson out of Georgia Southern, the junior from Evans, Georgia. At the plate here, the 1-0 offering to him on the way. Fastball, that's going to be a bit low, so Anderson quickly ahead here, 2-0 as Pham's falling behind. First 2 hitters here as he trails 2-0 in the count to Anderson. As Matt looking for something he can drive. The 2-0 offering is going to run high, 3-0, so a bit of an overcorrection there from Alex. As Anderson ahead in the count. 3 balls and no strikes, one of the higher batting averages on the team. He's batting a crisp .333 so far on the season. As he waits the 3-0 offering. Taking all the way is Anderson there as he watches a strike called there, 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike as Anderson looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot here, something he can drive. Pitch on the way, a fastball outside, ball 4. So a 1-out walk here gives the Blues their first base runner of the game as Anderson reaches, and that'll bring to the plate Luke Lipsius. Lipsius hitting just a shade under 400 at 396. Leads the team in walks as he's been walked 14 times. Also tied for the team lead in RBIs with 10. Charleston and Murillo also at 10 RBIs, as well as the first pitch to Lipsius, a called strike at the knees with a fastball from Pham. There, 0-1. As the outfield playing, Lipsius pretty straight up, deep out there and right, as well in center and left, respecting the University of Tennessee lefties' power. As the 1-0 offering on the way here, a fastball lifted back into the parking lot, out of play, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here as Lipsius stands in at the plate with a man on first and 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Blues are looking for some more early offenses. They've been swinging the bat well lately, especially early on in games. The 0-2 offering a fastball up and out of the zone. They're good eye as Lipsius watches that one. This count moves to 1-2. As the Blues took last night's game by final score of 6-2. They also took that series, won that 3-game series 2-1, winning last night's rubber match game as that ball missing low in the dirt there, and the count even now at 2 apiece. So Blues with a big series win over the MLB Academy Barons, looking to take that mojo into this series against the Crabs. The Crabs, a good team up there in Humboldt, one of the older teams, just like the Blues. Crabs starting 45, Blues in 47. As that fastball is going to be lifted to left field and playable, as going back and camping under it is the left fielder Kellen Strom as he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And Anderson retreats back to the bag. So with 2 gone here, Slade Hagen will get a chance to hit with a man on first in the bottom of the first. Slade Hagen out of Gonzaga University. We had our Hayden Hastings, another Gonzaga catcher, was down here last year, as well as pitcher Mac Lardner. So a couple Gonzaga Bulldogs on the team last year. As Hagen's been in the heart of the Blues order so far in the early goings of this season. It's the first pitch to him. It's a fastball. Gets jammed there as he lifts it foul down the right, out of play. Nice play there by a dad. Defends the wife and small baby. As he was quick to bounce there, able to snag that one. So Hagen down on the count, 0-1. Slade looking to get hot at the plate here. Been a bit cold as of late, but he's got a lot of power in that bat. Looking for something he can drive here. Barrel up. Put it in a gap. Let Anderson run. The 0-1 pitched him on the way here. Fastball low and away. Nice sliding block there by Crabs. Catcher keeps it in front. 1-1 the count. So Hagen looking to keep this inning going here if he can. Justin Lutz will get a chance. As Slade, the righty-righty matchup between he and Pham. The count even at 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball there, lifted foul, right side out of play, 1-2. Slade got a good wood on that one, just a bit late. Might have been looking for the off-speed pitch there. See, fouls off that fastball. So 1-2 count here as Slade slightly open stance from the right-hander. Drops that lead left foot. Pitch on the way. Anderson runs a pitch, a changeup in the dirt, and Anderson will have second standing up. No chance there to throw him out as the catcher for the Crabs, Ramon Enriquez. All he could do is block that changeup as it skipped short. No real chance to stand up and throw out Anderson. So Anderson swipes second base here and gets himself into scoring position. So possibly just a single from Slade is all the Blues will need to jump on the board early here. As Hagen stands in. Outfield still playing deep. Couple steps in now and left. Just in case he's got to come up throwing. Now time is called as Enriquez is going to get called out to the mound by his pitcher. He and Pham will have a discussion about what they want to do here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Blues held defensively as the Crabs got a 2-out double and a hit batsman, but able to strand both of those runners at their respective bases. Now Blues trying to cash in on a man in scoring position with 2 gone in the inning, but Slade Hagen in a 2-2 count here. Gonna look for something to drive. Might have to foul off a couple of good pitchers' pitches from Pham as the 2-2 on the way. A hard fastball, but low, 3-2 as Alex reaches back for a little something on that one, but can't find the zone. Now the count runs full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here. As a full count offering from Pham out of the stretch to the plate. Fastball lifted high. Foul ground playable. First baseman is overhead, and making the catch is McCarthy Tatum as he snags that one. So a foul out there by Hagen ends the inning as the Blues get a walk and a stolen base, but they strand Anderson at second as we played 1 inning here in San Luis Obispo, 0-0. The first inning brought to you by Club Cannon, industry-leading CO2 special effects equipment and accessories. We'll come back with the top of the second as Cole Tucker will come out for his second inning of work as the Crabs will lead it off with Ramon Enriquez when we come back. As we get back to action here, top of the second, Ramon Enriquez at the plate, number 40, the catcher facing Tucker. First pitch, big swing and a miss, 0-1 as he takes a mighty hack at a high fastball. No balls and 1 strike as Tucker preparing for his second inning of work as he'll face Enriquez, Cantu, and Gon Gibson as he whips a fastball just a bit out of the zone. They're 1-1. So 0-0 after the first inning here is Tucker trying to keep it that way in the top of the second, facing the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Packer lineup. This 1-1 offering a big swing and a foul back right side out of play, 1-2. Tucker throws 5 pitches. He's a fastball, changeup, curveball, sinker, and a little bit of a slider guy. So a diverse repertoire for the right-hander as he brings a 1-2 offering. Here he goes with that hard slider down and away. And good block by Hagen, keeps it in front 2-2. So Tucker going to need all that repertoire here today to keep the Crabs lineup under control. As he gets ready, Enriquez, the right-hander, stands in. The pitch on the way, fastball lifted into center field, still coming in is Charleston. He goes into a slide and makes the catch. Nice grab there by Jay. He had it all the way. As I myself, and Coleman had no fear whatsoever as Jay comes hustling in. A nice, graceful slide there by the Tennessee Volunteer. Makes the first out of the inning as now Santiago Cantu will come to the plate with 1 gone as the right-hander stands in. The shortstop, Cantu, as he digs in here. Cantu hitting 188 on our young season. His first pitch to him, a strike, 0-1. Cantu, low batting average at 188, but a tough strikeout as he's only struck out 3 times on the season, but down 0-2 here as that changeup finds the zone. That's now Tucker ready, his 0-2 offering on the way. And he goes for the high fastball, but Cantu lays off. Right idea, tries to take him up the ladder. Does Tucker, but Cantu declines to offer that fastball all the way up around his shoulders. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way from Tucker here. He goes with the slider. Close pitch call to ball. Hagen framed it well. Just unable to get the call as the count runs even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Tucker working quickly here, already ready to go. His 2-2 offering once more. He goes with the curveball. It's hit on the ground to short. Blaine Jones is going to not come up with it as that ball takes a funky hop. The tweener gets him as it goes right under his glove there. So a little short hop there on Blaine Jones as that ball just did not hop up as much as he thought it was going to. So the E6 allows Cantu to reach with 1 gone, and now Wesley Gibson at the plate. That's a tough play for Jones there. He's got to come in, got to break hard for that ball, trying to pick his hop, but just gets there at the wrong time. He gets there right on the in-between hop. That's not what you want as a shortstop. Makes that play very, very difficult. Just unable to time that hop right. So Tucker working with 1 on and 1 out as he fires a fastball here for a strike to Gibson. 0-1 as he works from the stretch. Man on first. Cantu, a decent lead, not running. That fastball fouled back. Count works to 0-2. So Tucker right back to it. Jumps ahead of the next batter. 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes the count here as Tucker sets at the chest here as he takes a look over to first. Now ready to go as Hagen sets up on the outside corner. As Tucker holds, now pitches. He goes with the curveball, swung on, and they're going to say he did not hit it. So strike 3 called as the runner Cantu was breaking on the play. He will swipe second base, but the second punch out here for Cole Tucker gets Gibson swinging at the breaking ball in the dirt. Drop third strikes. Slade very aware, able to tag out Gibson. Doesn't give him a chance to run as Cantu does, in fact, take second base. It almost looks like a foul ball. So we can't hear that slight contact up here, but umpire Hal Simons behind the plate very quick to give us the no contact call as that fastball misses high. 1-0, 9-hitter and center fielder at the plate here for the Crabs. Number 2, Brandon Grubbs. Bronson Grubbs, excuse me. As Bronson watches that pitch low there. 2 balls and no strikes. As Bronson, an outfielder out of Sac State, 5'8" junior. Right-handed hitter at the plate here with a man on second and 2 gone in the inning, ahead of the count. 2 balls and no strikes as Tucker sets at the chest. No one holding Cantu on second. He's got a huge lead. That fastball hit on the ground. Diving Frazier. He's not going to get it. He's going to roll out to Murillo, who comes up with a good throw in as Frazier cuts it off. Runner holds at third base. So a 2-out single by Grubbs there keeps the inning alive. So runners at the corners here with 2 gone. And the top of the order, and Kellen Strom will come to the plate here for his second time facing Tucker in as many innings, as Strom struck out looking to start the game. As Cole's going to look up for more of the same from Kellen as he stands in, right-handed hitter, slightly open stance, slings the bat over his shoulder. Wiggles it a little bit as the first pitch to him, a breaking ball inside, stays a little too inside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here. Runners at the corners. 2 gone, infield playing straight up. Lutz holding the runner at first. It's the 1-0 offering from Tucker on the way. Fastball called, strike at the knees, 1-1. So top of the second here is Cole Tucker on the bump for the Blues. Looking to get out of this top of the second inning. Men on the corners, 2 outs. As the 1-1 offering on the way. Swung on it and slapped down the first baseline. Foul out of play. Count goes to 1-2. So Cole ahead in the count here against Strom. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's looking to retire the leadoff man once again, as he works with Hagan behind the plate. Slade gives him the sign, now sets up on the outer half. Pitch on the way. Slider in the dirt, blocked by Hagan. The runner breaking for second. No throw as Slade will concede, as his focus right now is on the batter at the plate. Doesn't want to make that throw down to second just in case something crazy happens. The ball gets away from his fielders. The runner at third would be easily scoring there. So wise decision just to hold it. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 2 gone in the inning. First base now open. The runners at second and third as Tucker kicks and deals. That slider tap foul at the plate. There he goes with the slide step pitch, as Strom stays alive. As the crowd continues to file in, seats all filled up. As people have made camp all along our grass hill here. It's a beautiful day for some Blues baseball and some fireworks. The 2-2 offering, fastball just a bit outside. Close pitch called a ball, and the count will work full now, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield straight up, outfield playing Strom straight up as well. So no shading for the right-hander at the plate, as Charleston just a couple steps toward left center, if anything, as now Tucker ready with his 3-2 offering. Pitch on the way here. He goes with the curveball. This one's lifted into foul ground. Lutz giving chase, still giving chase. He's going to go up against the fence, and it's just going to be out of his reach, as the fence just a bit too tall there. No way for Justin to reach up and over it. So the count will hold at 3-2, and we'll reset for another full count delivery. As the Blues looking to get out of this top of the second inning, as with 2 outs, the Crabs have been able to make some noise once again. The full count pitch on the way. Slider hit back up the middle, high chopper. Jones unable to keep it on the infield. 1 run will score. The second one coming around from second. He will come in to score as well. So a big 2-out single there by Kellen Strom, as he takes a 3-2 slider back up the middle for a base hit, and it plates a couple of Crabs runners, and just like that, Humboldt Crabs strike first for a pair. It's 2-0 here in the top of the second. It's now coming to the plate for the Crabs, number 1, Coco Figueredo. As Figueredo, the lefty, will stand in. First pitch to him, a fastball, big swing and a miss, 0-1. So Figueredo at the plate here. He grounded out to Lutz over at first base his first time up. As the 0-1 offering on the way from Tucker here as he sets at the chest. Takes a look over at first. Now to the plate. That fastball runs a bit high there, 1-1. So 1-1 to Figueredo here as the Crabs strike for a couple runs here early. Blues will look to work their way back into it. But right now, the main focus for Tucker is trying to keep the damage at just a pair. As the Crabs made some noise with 2 outs in the first inning, unable to cash in. And there's a good curveball by Tucker there. Locks up Figueredo. Just nothing he can do but watch that one cross for a strike. It's 1-2. Crabs able to make good on that noise here as they reached on an error and a single with 2 outs. Able to push both runners across on a big 2-out single there by Strom. So Tucker now ready with his 1-2 offering as Hagen sets behind the plate. The 1-2 pitch on the way here. A fastball low and away. Nice block by Hagen. The runner's going to get caught out between first and second as Hagen fires it to second. And it's going to go into center field as Kuzma able to knock it down the second baseman as Hagen threw high. Scampering back to first base is Strom. So looked like they might have had him caught in a run down there. Hagen's throw down to second. Tried to put a little too much on as it rose on him there over the head of Blaine Jones. Kuzma does a good job of knocking it down as the backup man on the play, but scrambling back to first is Strom. So Blues almost out of the inning on a base running mistake there, but nothing coming of it as Strom back at first base safely. Now the 2-2 pitch here to Figueredo on the way as Tucker sets, kicks and deals. He goes with a fastball. It's going to miss outside. And now a 3-2 count here with Jackson Krish in the on-deck circle. Like we said, Krish hitting .333. He doubled his last time up, so Blues would love to lead in the on-deck circle. Don't want to give him a chance with a couple of runners on here. There's the full count offering on the way. Fastball lifted down the left field line. Going to tail foul out of play. As the count now works full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here as Figueredo batting from the left side. As the switch hitter playing that righty-lefty matchup. Digs back in. Tucker looking for a big out here. It's a big pitch in the early stages of this ball game. As his 3-2 offering on the way, runner goes fastball, swung on and missed. Get your Jackets out. Figueredo down, swinging the third strikeout for Tucker. The second of this inning, but the Crabs strike for 2 as we will head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Crabs here at Sinsheimer Stadium as the Blues will look to answer back with some runs of their own as it'll be Lutz, Jones, and Murillo due up when we come back. As we get set with the bottom of the second here, Justin Lutz, the Pepperdine first baseman at the plate here. First offering to Justin. Swan popped up down the left field line. It's going to stay in play over to the fence. And overrunning it is the left fielder. A second life for Justin Lutz as that ball in foul ground. Kellen Strom with a big 2-out single, but thought he was going to have to scale the short fence down the left field line out of play. But the ball tails back on him there. So he overruns it, so Justin Lutz gets a second chance here. So a bit of luck for the Blues here in the start of the second inning. As Lutz stands at the plate here, the Amtrak train passes beyond our right field fence as that fastball misses just a touch outside there. 1-1. As Justin stands in, lefty-righty matchup favoring Lutz as he swings at the fastball, gets him a bit in on the hands, lifts it out to center field, hit pretty well, but underneath it and making the catch is the center fielder, Bronson Grubbs. So Grubbs pulls that one in for the first out as Lutz got jammed on that pitch, but still able to get some pretty good wood on it as he gave it a ride out to center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. Tough to get it over to the head of a center fielder out there. As Blaine Jones will come to the plate. Shortstop looking to get something started here with one gone in the bottom of the second inning. It's the first offering from Pham on the way here. Fastball called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Jones stands in here looking for something he can drive. As that fastball on the outside corner lifted into shallow center field coming out as Grubbs, and he's going to have to let it drop for a base hit. So the Blues are on the board with their first hit of the game, and it comes in the form of a single by Blaine Jones as he caught that one off the end of the bat, but able to muscle it out into center field as Grubbs, with his first step being back on the ball, had to race in, but unable to get there in time as that ball falls for a single. And now Marco Murillo will hit with a man on first and one gone in the inning. So Marco at the plate here. Right-handed hitter out of Campbellsville University. First pitch to him on the way here. A slider for a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. So Pham jumps ahead of Murillo here with a man on first as he works out of the stretch. As Jones leads from first, Murillo digs in. The 0-1 offering from Pham on the way here. That fastball is going to be lifted into shallow right field. Looks like it might fall, and it will indeed as it checks up there. Jones around second. He's going to hold up really quick, and he gets back to the bag in time. So first and second, there's Murillo. Gets jammed once more in. Fastball in on the hands there. Just flicks it out down the right field line, and it falls for a base hit. As right fielder Connor Blair, no chance to get to that one as that one just drops right in no man's land for a base hit. So a couple bloop singles here to get things started for the Blues. As skipper Dan Marple comes up, picks up something off the ground, gives it to the umpire. Looks like Hal Simons might have dropped something when he was out there chatting with Skip. Could have been a pencil, maybe a pen. Dare I say an eraser. You know, I don't want to be that bold, though. Coleman trying to rein me in as well he should. As Brandon Frazier's going to come to the plate here, the third baseman. The man on first and second and only one out. Frazier batting from the left side as he steps to the plate here. Fourth-year junior out of Georgia Gwinnett as a first pitch fastball to him is a called strike, 0-1. Frazier, 6'1", 210 pounds out of Athens, Georgia. Left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. The baseball dream. As he hits here with a chance to get the Blues on the board. It's the 0-1 offering to him, a changeup swung on tap foul at the plate. As Frazier out ahead of that one, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here. As Frazier down on the count, looking to battle back. He's got first and second with only one gone in the inning. As Pham's 0-2 delivery on the way here. He takes a look to second base. Now time called as the long hold by Pham causes Frazier to ask for time. Steps out. Just loosens out a little bit. Can't stand in that stance for so long. No one holding the runner at first as Murillo being allowed to lead off as far as he would like. The first baseman playing behind the runner. Shortstop trying to keep him close at seconds. That fastball fouled off by Frazier, too close to take, so he wisely just fights it off. Jack Kuzma, hitting in the 9th spot of the order, is in the on-deck circle, so Blues almost through the lineup for the first time in the game. As Frazier at the plate here, gives it a wiggle, ready to go. No balls, 2 strike, 1 gone in the inning here. Blues looking for a ball in the gap, something they can run on. Jones and Murillo got some wheels out there on the bases. As the 0-2 offering once again from Pham on the way, a backdoor breaking ball there, just a bit low and outside. As close pitch there, good eye by Frazier to let it go for a ball 1-2. So Frazier looking to put an at-bat together. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball outside. Did he go? No, says the base umpire Hal Simon. Home player almost rung Frazier up on his own right there. And that might be a benefit of having 2 umpires instead of 3 in a non-league game. As don't want to say Frazier went, but it was close. It was pretty close. But with only an umpire out there near second base, no one really had a good angle at it. So Frazier still allowed the 2-2 pitch in on the hands. It's going to be a base hit as he flicks it the other way. Now the stop sign being put up. A back pick over to second, diving back in, and Murillo is picked off on a base running mistake there. He thought he was going to get waved in as the third base coach put the stop sign up for Blaine Jones over at third base. Murillo rounds the bag at second too far. Heads up play by the left fielder Strom there to back pick to second base as they get Murillo on a back pick with 2 gone now in the inning, as it'll be Jack Kuzma with runners at the corners and 2 out. So a tough break for the Blues there. Looked like they were going to have the bases loaded, but some heads-up defense by the Crabs and a base running mistake. Murillo just caught a little too far off the bag there. Takes him off the bases. His runners at the corners now with 2 gone. So Blues need a big 2-out hit from the Cal Poly infielder as that first pitch is outside 1-0. Top of the order, Jay Charleston waits in the on-deck circle. Blues need a big hit with 2 outs here, trying to answer the Crabs. 2 runs in the top of this inning with some of their own, as there's a fastball for a called strike, 1-1. Crabs looking for a big shutdown inning here early on. If they plated 2 in the top of the second, Blues looking to make a big statement by being able to respond with at least 1 run of their own here. Try to cut the Crabs' lead in half as the 1-1 pitch on the way from Alex Pham. A fastball, big swing and a miss as Kuzma took a hack at it, as it was a bit of an elevated fastball there up around the letters as he goes after it. Down on the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Kuzma slightly open stance, ever so slightly. As now taking off for second base is Frazier, and he's going to slide in safely as Alex Pham just did not hear his infielders yelling that there was a runner going, as Frazier just took off for a second. Looked like his plan was maybe to get in a rundown, try to see if they could steal a run. Instead, Frazier steps off, Pham steps off, and by that time it was far too late as Frazier swipes second base. So now second and third here. 1-2 count now. Single might tie this game up. As the 1-2 offering from Pham on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Kuzma down swing. So Blues threaten. They're able to get runners to second and third with 2 outs, but cannot get that big hit, at least here in the early going. We've played 2 innings here. Bottom of the second. Brought to you by Paso Robles Roll-Off Inc., specialty hauling service in Paso Robles, ideal for construction and household projects. We played 2 in San Luis Obispo, as it's the Packers 2, Blues nothing. We'll come back with the top of the third as Cole Tucker will come back out for his third inning of work when we come back. As we get set for the top of the third, Jackson Critch, the 3-hitter in the order, designated hitter for the Crabs, out the plate. First pitch to him, a breaking ball low, 1-0. So Tucker back out there on the mound for the Blues for his third work. Blues threatened in the second, able to get runners on second and third. Unable to push him across as Pham struck out Kuzma to end the second as the 1-0 offering a fastball foul straight back to the screen, evens the count at 1-1. So the Blues were building some there, couple base hits, 3 hits in a row in the second inning. Just a base running mistake cuts that rally a bit short as well. So Blues making some headway against Pham, however, though. Anytime you can put 3 hits on a guy in 1 inning shows you're starting to get to him. That's only the Blues' first time through the order, as Charleston will lead things off. When we get started in the third, Blues will have a second chance at Pham as that fastball runs high, 2-1. So Tucker trying to keep the deficit at just a pair of runs as the 2-1 offering a fastball fouled back to the screen, 2-2, as Jackson Critch just a bit underneath that one. So 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here as Tucker trying to get his leader. 2-2 offering on the way. Front door curveball swung on and missed. As Jackson Critch comes up with air on that attempt there. Sent back to the dugout with nothing to show for that at bat. A big swing through a 12-6 breaker by Tucker. And with 1 gone, McCarty Tatum will come to the plate. McCarty Tatum, the first baseman for these Packers, standing at a monstrous 6'6" in that right-handed batter's box. The first pitch to him is a fastball, just a bit low there, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Tucker kicks and deals his 1-0 offering, a fastball swung on and missed. So he gets him with some late action on that pitch right there, and count moves to 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here is to the plate is Tucker. A called strike 2. Nice breaking ball as he finds the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch on the way from Tucker here. Slider swung and hit into right field. Drifting over his Lipsius. He is there, and he makes the catch. So 2 gone here. Strikeout and a flyout. Get things started in the top of the third inning. Now Connor Blair will come to the plate. The right fielder from Butte College stands in to face Tucker once more as Blair popped out into foul ground where Lutz was able to make the catch for the last out of the first inning as Tucker stands on the mound ready for the first offering as he gets the sign from Hagen, now ready on the way with his first pitch. A fastball low and away, 1-0. There's a large crowd here on hand. This patrons still have continued to pour in. Our interns doing a great job keeping everything going as that fastball popped up, foul out of play, 1-1 on one of our busier nights of the year. Blue staff always on top of everything here. They got here a little early this morning. They got cones set up for walkways, the whole 9 yards, as they know how to handle a crowd. As the 1-1 pitch from Connor Blair on the way here as he breaks off a 1-1 pitch to Connor Blair here, breaks off a curveball, does Tucker for a called strike, 1-2. So Tucker heading the count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Tucker kicks and deals his 1-2 offering on the way here. He whips a fastball just a bit outside as the whole infield started making their way toward the dugout. Thought that their pitcher had the corner. Umpire Hal Simons says otherwise. So the count even now at 2-2 here as Tucker winds and throws his 2-2 offering on the way. He goes with that breaking ball just a bit low as Blair able to hold off. Now the count full 3-2. So full count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes as Tucker looking to get out of this inning with a 1-2-3. Top of the third, needs a big full count pitch here. He goes with the fastball. This one high chopper over towards short. Frazier unable to get it as he Kind of got stuck on a tweener hop as well. They're trying to get there on the big hop, unable to get underneath it in time. And also unable to pick it on the short hop there, so it gets by him. Jones behind him, able to field it. But by that time, there was no chance of that high chopper. Just killed too much time in the air. So an infield single there for Connor Blair as he reaches. So Ramon Enriquez will come to the plate here. As Frazier tried to make the right play there, cuts the angle. Just unable to get to that high chopper in time. Those tweener hoppers have gotten the Blues here. So Jones and now Frazier both been beat by those on the infield. And Enriquez at the plate now facing Tucker. As Tucker's first offering on the way, a fastball just a bit outside, close pitch. As it looks like our man behind the plate, Hal Simons, has been flip of a coin on that outside corner to right-handers, especially with the fastball. Seems like he's been giving it more with the off-speed, but reluctant to call that outside black for a strike with the fastball to both Tucker and Pham as the 1-0 pitch on the way here. That fastball's lifted down the right field line, and this one's going to be trouble. This is going to land all the way in the corner. Lipsius was shaded toward right center. As coming around third and coming in to score will be Connor Blair as he comes all the way around on the 2-out double. So more 2-out madness from the Packers, from the Crabs here. As Enriquez doubles. And he drives in Blair. It's a 3-0 Humboldt Crabs lead. Tucker a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Looked like he might have been out of it on that ground ball, but the infield single allows Blair to reach. Enriquez makes the Blues pay. He drives that one into the right field corner. And it's a 3-0 ball game here as Santiago Cantu will come to the plate. The first pitch to him, a fastball fouled straight back to the screen, 0-1. So no balls and a strike here to Cantu. Cantu reached on the air and scored last inning. As the 0-1 offer to him from Tucker on the way, as Tucker goes with the breaking ball there, gets the call. Now jumps ahead, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here on a sunny San Luis Obispo day as we just passed the 7 o'clock hour. As Tucker ready with his 0-2 offering here. Kicks and deals as that fastball just a bit outside. Maybe a touch high as it moves to 1-2. As the Blues here on a Friday night in front of a packed home crowd looking to get this out here, try to get back in there, score some runs. That ball flipped down the right field line, but just going to get it foul as it lands about 5 feet away from the chalk. The count remains 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here as Tucker on the mound. As he struck out Kirch to get things started. Got Tatum to pop out, but then the infield single followed by the double has us here with the man on second. 1 run already in for the Crabs as the 1-2 pitch from Tucker. Curveball outside there. Good block by Hagan as he slides over, keeps it in front, saves 90 feet. As Enriquez has to hold at second base, and the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. No action in the Blues bullpen as they're hoping Tucker can push through this. Get a couple more innings out of him if they can. The 2-2 pitch swung on just tap foul there. 2-seam fastball out of the hands of Tucker. Just fought off as it was low and away. Good spot by the pitcher, but well done by Santiago to foul that one off and stay alive. As Slade Hagan gives the sign, Tucker likes what he sees, sets at the chest as Cole's pitch on the way. Another 2-2 offering. That fastball is going to be lifted high and foul out of play down the right field line as it lands in amongst the spectators. So 2-2 the count here as we just hit the 1 hour mark of our broadcast as we're here in the top of the third. As Tucker to the plate. Tries to go with the curveball there, but it stays high. Now the count full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here. As Cole Tucker looking to get out of this top of the third inning. The Packers have grabbed one. They're looking for more. The man on second, the full count pitch on the way from Tucker here. He goes with the fastball, and it's low, ball 4. So good at bat there by Cantu as he was down on the count 0-2, able to come all the way back to work the walk. And it's going to be first and second with 2 gone and Wesley Gone Gibson at the plate. Gone Gibson struck out on 3 pitches, swinging his last time up. As the Blues looking at this top of the third inning with only 1 run given up, as Hagen's going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher Tucker here, as now there begins a righty throwing in the Blues pen, just playing some toss. As Hagen looking to help calm Tucker down, trying to get him through this inning here. Try to strand a couple Crabs runners if possible. And now Skip's going to have a trot out there and have a chat with his pitcher as the Blues are going to take full advantage of this break in the action. As this break in the action brings us to our, thank one of our sponsors, none other than Hope Family Wines. Hope Family Wines has been farming in Paso Robles for more than 30 years, as well as Bon Temps Creole Cafe, Central Coast California's finest Creole restaurant since 1995. Can't agree more. Their cornbread is fantastic. As we're set to go here, infield heads back to their respective positions. Skip trots back into the dugout. We're ready for a big at-bat here in the top of the third. 2 gone in the inning. Runners at first and second. Wesley Gone Gibson at the plate. Cole Tucker on the mound for the Blues, looking to get through this third inning. He's allowed 1 run, but trying to keep it at just that. As Tucker sets at the chest, his first offering to Gibson on the way here, as he drops a curveball in there for a called strike 0-1. Excellent pitch there by Tucker to jump ahead. So no balls and 1 strike here. As Tucker on the mound, working deliberately, making sure everything's right with these pitches right here. As his 0-1 offering, a slider hit on the ground to third. Frazier has it. He looks, the runner back goes to second. Inning over, side retired. The Crabs grab 1. They lead it 3-0 here, as the Blues will come up with the top of the order when we come back with the bottom of the third. As it's been 3-0 through 2.5. And as the bottom of the third sets to go, top of the order, due up for the Blues. Here will be number 6, Jay Charleston, stepping the plate. He grounded out his first time up, a very close play over at first base. Charleston was called out on a bang-bang play as he steps here to face Alex Pham for the second time. First pitch when he shows, bunt pulls it back for a ball outside, 1-0. Charleston, Anderson, and Lipsius due up for the Blues here as they look to make some noise in the bottom of the third. The Crabs grabbed an extra run in the top of this inning as they hold a 3-0 lead. As of right now, Blues are looking to change that as there's a fastball called strike at the top of the zone. Charleston thought it might have been a bit high, 1-1. So 1-1 the count here as Jay taps the plate a couple times, now stands in, ready to go. Up on that inside corner of the plate is the 1-1 pitch to him on the way. A fastball hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly behind second base. The throw on to first in time to beat Jay by a step. So Jay retired for the first out of the inning as Matt Anderson will come to the plate. Santiago Cantu, the shortstop for the Crabs. A nice throw there, able to pick a good hop behind second base, ranging to his left, makes the throw in time to get the speedy Charleston. As now Anderson will come to the plate here with one gone. As Matt walked his last time up, will swipe second base, but stranded there. As Anderson steps to the plate here. First offering to him from Alex Pham on the way as Pham's first pitch, a fastball, a foul tip on the bat of Anderson. As Anderson tried to check his swing, but fastball just clips the end of his bat. It's 0-1. So no balls, one strike here on the batter Anderson as he stands in. Field playing straight up. Third baseman hugging the line as that fastball pulled down the third base line, foul out of play. The count moves to 0-2. So no balls and two strikes on the batter, Matt Anderson. As Anderson need to battle back here. He's able to work a walk his last time up. As he stands here waiting for the 0-2 delivery from Alex Pham, who gets the sign. Now Pham winds and throws his 0-2 offering, a fastball bit up and away. Good eye by Anderson there, lets that one go. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Pham working quickly here, he brings a slider on the way to Anderson, who just chops it foul right there at the plate. Stays alive, does Matt a bit early on the slider, but just enough of it to fight it off, and the count holding at 1-2. On deck, Luke Lipsius. He flew out to left field his first time up. There's a 1-2 pitch from Pham on the way here. Goes with the breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Anderson knew it as he gets locked up with a 12-6 breaking ball there. And Anderson's retired for the second out of the inning, which brings Luke Lipsius to the plate. So Luke Lipsius out of Williamsburg, Virginia. One of our East Coast representatives here on the Blues squad at the plate. Ready for the first offering from Pham as he gets a fastball bit high and wisely lays off, checks his swing. 1-0 is a good take by Lipsius. Takes with a purpose as he was saying yes, 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 no. As he saw the fastball coming in a bit high as that one misses a bit outside. The count moves to 2-0. So a couple good takes by Luke here as he finds himself in the driver's seat, 2-0. Should have the green light to take a hack if he gets something in the zone that he thinks he can drive. The 2-0 offering on the way here. Fastball hit back up the middle as Cantu's over. He's got it behind second base. The throw on to first is in time. As Lipsius grounds out there, inning over side. Retired Blues go down in order here as the bottom of the third brought to you by the Tribune. The Tribune is the oldest continuously operating business in the city of San Luis Obispo and one of the oldest enterprises in SLO counties. We'll come back with the top of the fourth. We've played 1/3 of the game here so far. Crabs lead it 3-0 as Cole Tucker will come out for his 4th inning of work, looking to post a 0 on that scoreboard when we come back. As we get set here for the top of the fourth inning, Cole Tucker back out on the mound as the shadows, as you can see on your screen, are taking over, covering the pitcher's mound there, as they normally do, as we're about at the fourth inning of games here. It's the first pitch from Tucker to Wesley Gibson, to Branson Grubbs. Is outside for a ball, 1-0, now 2-0 as he fires a couple balls here to get things started. As the 2-0 pitch on the way here from Cole Tucker, missing down and away outside, 3-0, so 9-hitter Bronson Grubbs ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. As the 3-0 offering a good fastball for a called strike, down and away, 3-1. So Tucker 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up for the Crabs, as Tucker looking to keep them at bay as the 3-1 pitch on the ground to third. Knocked down by Frazier, pops up. The throw on to first is just in time as he gets Grubbs by about half a step there. So Branson Frazier able to make the play for the first out of the inning as that kicks it back to the top of the order with Kellen Strom coming to the plate. So Kellen Strom at the plate here. 1 for 2 on the day. That big 2-out, 2 RBI single to get the scoring started in the second inning came off of his bat. He stands in against Tucker here. Tucker's first offering, a fastball hit back up the middle, a base hit. So Strom is over with his second hit of the game. He wastes no time, picks out a first pitch fastball that he likes, sends it right back up the middle for a base hit, and Coco Figueredo will come to the plate. So Figueredo up here, 1 on and 1 out is Figueredo 0 for 2 on the day, a ground out and a strikeout so far for the left-handed hitter. Will switch hitter, but batting from the left side. It's the first offer to him from Tucker on the way as that fastball misses up and away for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes here as Figueredo stands in. The man on first, Lutz, holding the runner on at first base is Strom. Not too big of a lead over there as Tucker comes to the plate as 1-0 offering a fastball hit into center field, but right at J.A. Charleston as he's under it and makes the catch. So Charleston just a couple of steps to his right there, makes the play. So 2 gone here. And Jackson Critch will hit with the runner on first. As this is where the Crabs have hurt the Blues here with 2 outs. It's when they've been making all their noise. They've scored all their runs with 2 outs so far in this game. As Tucker set to the chest, his first offering to Jackson on the way here. Runner not going. Fastball swung in on the hands and just flipped foul back into the backstop. 0-1. As the action of the bullpen has cooled for the time being in the Blues pen, the right-hander that was loosening is either finished or has been told to cool his jets for a little bit. Is the 0-1 offering from Tucker on the way here. The newly signed UC Riverside pitcher fires a breaking ball outside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on the batter Coco Figueredo on the batter Jackson Critch. With 2 gone in the inning, runner takes off. The pitch outside for a ball. The throw down to second is going to be high, and sliding in safely is Figueredo as that ball kicks off the top of Kuzma's gloves. It trickles into center, but playing back up there was Charleston, who gets it back in quickly. So a stolen base there for Strom. As Hagan just a bit high with his throws here in the early going, as both of his attempts down to second base have ended up in center field. So man on second here. 2 gone in the inning, a 2-1 count on the batter, Krish. And the pitch on the way, fastball big, swing and a miss as Tucker just rears back and throws that one by Krish on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone here in the inning. The 3-hitter in the Crabs lineup. Krish at the plate with a man on second. 2 gone as Tucker to the plate now with the breaking ball. Stays a bit high and count runs full 3-2. So the Crabs have been working counts here today. Strom was able to work the count full back in the second inning. Figueredo worked a full count. This is the second full count to Krish right here. Connor Blair was able to work it full as well as Santiago Cantu. So a lot of pitches in the early going for Cole Tucker, as most of these Crabs hitters have taken to at least 2-2 counts or further. As we're ready for the 3-2 offering on the way from Cole here. Let's Cole to the plate. The runner goes. That curveball in the dirt. Ball 4 is Strom able to take second base on the curveball in the dirt. So another swipe bag for Kellen Strom as Krish will walk. And the bases have runners at the corners here with 2 gone as McCarty Tatum will come to the plate. As Tatum was hit by a pitch in the first. He flew out to right back in the third. So 0 for 1 on the day with 1 time reaching base. He was stranded at first base back in the first inning after Blair popped out to end that inning. The first pitch to McCarty Tatum, a bit inside, 1-0 with the fastball there. So 1 ball, no strikes the count here as Tucker sets at the chest. Men on the corners. Krish not running over there first as that fastball is laced foul up and out of the stadium down the right field line as that reaches back towards the Little League fields there. 1 ball and 1 strike. As the shadows continue to creep in here. So we're here in the top of the 4th. A 3-0 Crabs lead. Blues trying to keep it just right there as the Crabs have another run 90 feet away over at third. As Tucker readies his 1-1 offering on the way here. He comes to the plate with a fastball low as taking off for second and sliding in safely without a throw is Jackson Krish. Hagen concedes that one there. So Krish down to second base. Now with runners at second and third. And a 2-1 count on McCarty Tatum here. As Tucker sets at the chest, is 2-1 offering on the way here. That fastball hit on the ground. The third, Frazier's got it on an easy hop, straightens up, throws on to first in time to get Tatum. So the Crabs with 2 outs threaten once more, but they do not score as the 5-3 putout ends the inning. It's the top of the 4th. Brought to you by Geo Solutions, a local full-service geotechnical and geology company serving the greater San Luis Obispo community. We'll come back with the bottom of the 4th. Blues looking to break through here as they trail 3-0 through 3.5. And in the bottom of the 4th here, coming to the plate is number 21, the catcher, Slade Hagen. As Hagen, the senior catcher out of Gonzaga, at the plate. The first pitch from Pham on the way to him, a bit outside, 1-0. Hagen, Lutz, and Jones do it for the Blues here in the bottom of the 4th. They trail 3-0 as the 1-0 pitch to Hagen swung on and hit foul down the right field line out of play, and the count moves to 1-1. The Blues with the meat of their order at the plate here, trying to get something started as the 1-1 offering from Alex Pham on the way here. That fastball thrown by Slade. He cuts at it and whiffs 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here as Slade digs in. The 1-2 offering from Pham on the way here. A breaking ball tapped on the ground to second, fielded cleanly, and on to first in time to get Slade for the first out as Justin Lutz will come to the plate with 1 gone. As Coco Figueredo over there at second base times the hop well, makes the play, flips it to first in time. And with 1 gone, Lutz, who flied out to center his first time up, got a bit jammed there, but still able to hit the ball pretty far out there to center field. Get his second chance against Alex Pham here, looking to barrel something up here, give it a ride as the first pitch to him is a fastball outside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Justin Lutz here with Jones in the on-deck circle. Blaine Jones singled in his first at-bat of the game as the fastball right there, check swing by Lutz, but called strike anyway, 1-1. Justin lays that one off, but it just catches the knees on the outer half of the plate. Lutz looking for something he can pull, something he can drive to right field. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss on a changeup outside, 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch on the way here. Justin Lutz in the dirt there, and he'd take by the first baseman there as he watches it fall. And the count runs even 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Pham. A curveball, strike 3 called on the inside corners. Lutz gets locked up there. The big breaker from Alex Pham catches the inside corner. And just like that, there are 2 gone and Blaine Jones at the plate. So Jones at the plate here, 2 gone in the inning as Blaine looking to keep the inning alive if he can. On deck is Marco Murillo. The first pitch to Jones, a called strike with a fastball low and away, 0-1. As Pham here finding a bit of a groove as he went 1, 2, 3 in the last inning. Now has Jones down here, 0-2 as Jones swings through a slider. So Pham looking to put back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings together here as his 0-2 offering to Blaine Jones on the way. As that fastball runs down and away off the plate, 1-2 as Jones has an easy take there. No temptation to go after that one as the 1-2 on the way. Slider swung on and missed as Jones chases it. Good hard breaking ball there from Pham. So a couple of strikeouts for Alex Pham as he works his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning here against the Blues. As we played 4 innings so far here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Humboldt Crabs lead it 3-0 after 4. We'll come back with the top of the 5th. As we get set to go here, top of the fifth, first pitch swinging is Connor Blair as he pops it up shallow center field. Coming on and making the catch is Jay Charleston. So one pitch and one gone here. Blair's retired. New pitcher on the mound for the Blues is number 29, Dane Morrow. Morrow, right-handed sophomore out of Pepperdine University, 6'2", 195 pounds, representing Oaks Christian High School. As he's out there, Cole Tucker's day is done. Cole goes 4 innings, allows 3 runs, 2 earned, strikes out 4, gives up 6 hits and 2 walks, hit 1 batter. So he leaves after 4 innings. Now Morrow on the mound here in relief as a curveball stays a bit inside there to Ramon Enriquez. 1 ball and no strikes. Enriquez, the catcher at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. He doubled as an RBI to his credit back in the 3rd inning. Flew out to Charleston out in center in the seconds. He swings to a fastball there. 1-1. So more of the right-hander. He's got the over-the-head wind-up working. A little old school action from the righty on the bump as Morrow looking to provide some good innings of relief here for his Blues. Is the 1-1 pitch. A good changeup on the outside corner. Drops in for a strike, 1-2. So Blues looking for Dane to get something going here for the Blues defensively. Is that fastball way upstairs? Good grab there by Hagan. He pulls it in. Now Morrow with a 2-2 offering on the way here as he winds and throws. Pitch on the way. Fastball lifted foul. Out of play. As the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As our hot spots on very, very low battery. Cole and I trying to put it together here before this broadcast dies. As that fastball inside corner. Can I help you? Nah, just looking. Strike 3 call on the inside corner as Ramon Enriquez gets caught window shopping there as we got it plugged in. And we're all set to go. Woo! Some athleticism going on here. Up in the press box is Cole and I jumping around, but we get it done. You know, we're doers up here. We get things done when they need to happen. As with 2 gone, Santiago Cantu will come to the plate here. First pitch from Morrow. Cantu shows bunt, pops it up. Slade Hagen's on it, and he makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning, a punch out for Morrow. Nice play there by Hagan. Pops out of the crouch. Catches that ball. 1-2-3 inning. That's exactly what the Blues were looking for out of Dane Morrow. As that efficient top of the 5th inning brought to you by Smitty's Auto Center. Speaking of efficiency, Smitty's Auto Center is the place to go for any body repairs on your vehicle today, as we will come back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Blues trail 3-0, looking for some momentum shift here. May have just gotten some after Morrow's top of the 5th, as we will come back, and it'll be Marco Murillo to get things started in the home half of the 5th. As we jump back into it here, bottom of the 5th inning, Marco Murillo at the plate. As Marco singled his last time up, a little flare into no man's land down the right field line for a base hit as he swings at the first pitch here, fouls it off. 0-1. It'll be Murillo, Frazier, and Kuzma, 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up in the Blues order here against Alex Pham, who's back out for his 5th inning of work. As Pham from the University of San Francisco working well. Here is the freshman. The right-hander on the mound. 5'11", 160 pounds as he kicks and deals his 0-1 offering on the way. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Cantu handles a high hop. The throw to first is going to be just in time as he gets Murillo by half a step as that ball hits something there, pops way up in the air. Cantu, nice reactions there, jumps up, able to snare it, comes down, makes a strong throw in time to get Marco Murillo by just half a step, if not less, as now Brandon Frazier will hit. Frazier singled and swiped second base back in the 2nd inning as he bats now here in the bottom of the 5th. As the first offering on the way to Frazier here. The 0-1, the fastball for a strike. 0-1 is the throw. Back to Pham, goes a bit high as it trickles over towards second base. Second baseman Figueredo able to get it over to his pitcher Pham. So no balls and 1 strike here on the left-handed hitting Brandon Frazier. As the 0-1 offering on the way. As Pham gets the sign from his catcher Enriquez. Pitch on the way. Fastball tapped on the ground towards second base. First baseman's got it. And covering the first base bag is the pitcher Pham. He gets there in time. So Tatum over there fielding his position. Cuts that ball off. And second baseman Figueredo could have made the play, but first baseman broke for it first. Committed to the play. Nice play by Pham to go over and cover the bag as the pitcher. So 2 gone in the inning as Jack Kuzma will hit here with nobody aboard. Kuzma at the plate, 0-for-1. Strikeout victim to end the bottom of the 2nd inning. As the first offering to him on the way from Alex Pham, a fastball for a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Snowballs 1 strike here, 9-hitter Kuzma at the plate for the Blues, top of the order, and Charleston waits in the on-deck circle. So we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Crabs trying to protect a 3-0 lead. That fastball misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count here as Kuzma stands in. Pham winds and throws a pitch on the way. A fastball just a bit low. There had the corner, just didn't have the height. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here as Pham working quickly, fires a bit low there on the fastball. Good take as Kuzma lets it fall, 3-1. So Pham seems to be in a bit of rhythm here, working quickly now after a couple balls in a row, settling down a little more. Takes a breath as Kuzma looking for something he can drive. 3-1 offering on the way as that's going to be high, ball 4. So Jack will walk. As the Blues get a base runner here. Their first base runner since the 2nd inning. As Pham's been good. He sent the Blues 3 up and 3 down back in the 3rd and the 4th. Now walks Kuzma, and that gives Charleston a chance to hit with a man on first base. And 2 gone. As Jay Charleston at the plate, native of Longwood, Florida, University of Tennessee volunteer. That's evident by his batting gloves and his cleats as he steps up here with a man on first and 2 gone. Blues looking to create some 2-out magic of their own. We'll see if the bottom of the 5th is the time for some. The first pitch is going to be held off for just a second as Pham picks over. Kuzma dives back in safely. The first offering to Charleston now on the way as Pham to the plate. Fastball, big swing and a miss as Jay trying to pull his team within a run on a swing like that as he takes a mighty hack, comes up empty. However, 0-1 as Jay, he has a home run on the season. In his first series here with the Blues, sent one over the left field fence. It's a hit off the top of the wall, skipped over for a solo blast for Jay. As the 0-1 offering to him on the way, fastball up and away, but he chases after it, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here. Man on first, 2 gone. The Blues trying to chip away here at this Humboldt Crab lead. As the 0-2 offering on the way to Charleston. Enriquez setting up way outside off the plate. Fastball's over there. Good take by Charleston as the purpose pitch does miss for a ball. Charleston doesn't help out Pham by thinking about going after it. Lets it fall 1-2. If Charleston can reach, Anderson will hit. Anderson 0 for 1 with a walk as well as the pitch on the way. Curveball, strike 3 called. Charleston knew it as he gets locked up. A big breaker there for the pitcher, Alex Pham. Another punch out for him as that will end the 5th inning. The Blues get a walk, but nothing more as the bottom of the 5th was brought to you by Pacific Western Bank. At Pacific Western Bank, relationship banking is not the exception, but the rule. As we're through 5 innings here, we'll come back with the top of the 6th. Blues still trail it 3-0. As we get set for the top of the 6th inning here, our dizzy bat race was intense. Barrett pulls out a close win over 8, and it was a nail biter. As back on the mound here is Dane Morrow as he whips a curveball in for a call. Strike nothing and 1. As at the plate is Wesley Gone Gibson. It'll be Gibson, Grubbs, and Stram. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up against Morrow here. Morrow's 2nd inning of work as we're in the top of the 6th inning. It's the 0-1 offering. Fastball that runs just a bit high, 1-1. As the Blues looking to keep the deficit where it stands, they trail 3-0 as the Humboldt Crabs grab 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. As we're in the top of the 6th, there's a fastball for Morrow, well spotted right at the knees. 1-2. As it counts 1 ball and 2 strikes here is Morrow looking for a big punch out to get things started. As there's 1-2 offering on the way. The curveball swung just tap foul. Safety swing there is Gone Gibson steals that curveball out of the glove of Hagen there. As the emergency swing keeps him alive. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morrow, a clean 5th inning. There's 1st inning of relief. Only took him 6 pitches to get out of it. This is 1-2 offering on the way. There's a slider in the dirt. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. Quick appeal there from our man behind the plate, Hal. The count's even at 2-2, but Chuck Bradley says no. This is the first game where we've ever had the names of the umpires, and we're very excited to use them. Coleman is going to keep some stats on our umpires. We're going to find out who we like, who we don't like, what each one's zone kind of is. As that fastball's ripped down the 3rd baseline past the diving Frazier, as it might be extra bases. Murillo fields it cleanly. A quick throw into 2nd base, but not going to be in time, as coasting in with a stand-up double is Gone Gibson. So Gibson gets the top of the 6th inning started as that ball just out of the reach of the diving Frazier. A valiant effort by the Blues 3rd baseman there as Frazier lays out just inches away from that ball there. So runner on 2nd here, nobody out, as Bronson Grubbs will come to the plate. As Grubbs stands in here, he singled and scored back in the second. Ground out victim his last time up as the first offering from Morrow, who's working out the stretch for the first time in this game as a fastball that's fouled off. 0-1. As Morrow got to be careful here with the man at second base, nobody out. 0-1 count here as his pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Good block by Hagen there. Keeps it in front. Count moves to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here on the batter, Grubbs. As Morrow, we'll see what he goes with here. If he tries to go up the ladder with the fastball, maybe with that hard breaking ball down and away as he prepares for the 0-2 offering. Takes a look back at second. No one holding the runner. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. Popped up. Going to be just foul to our right, back toward where our VIP section generally is. As that ball rolls back into the patrons area. Several children and a couple very excited adults go after it. Some efforts more valiant than others. Some people go diving for the ball. Some people just give a reach over, see if they can grab it. As the 0-2 offering from Morrow now once again on the way. Slide step to the plate. Curveball up and over the back of Grubbs. There's that one. Gets away from Morrow just a little bit. As the count now 1-2. Infield straight up here. Jones, as usual, there at shortstop, just playing it ever so slightly in the grass. Now steps onto the fringe of the infield as the pitch on the way. 1-2 curveball stays high there. 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here as Morrow and Hagen working together in the top of the 6th inning, trying to keep that runner at second base. There's a big lead over at second, but not running. Fastball swung on and missed. Up top where Mama has the Thin Mints. Big punch out there from Dane Morrow. Speaking of punch outs, last night's game, there was a clinic of strikeouts put on by our starter, Jordan Chris. He went 4 innings, allowed 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 7 batters, 5 in the first 2 innings of work. So Jordan not really a big fan of letting his defense do much in that game as he took care of most of it himself. So he's on scoreboard tonight for us, doing a killer job as the Cal Poly pitcher. As now we got a meeting on the mound here. Hagen going out having a chat with Morrow as they get to the top of the order and Kellen Strom. Strom struck out looking his first time up, but since then a pair of singles, a couple of swipe bags as he was stranded at third base his last time up in the 4th, but he had a big 2-out, 2 RBI single in the 2nd as he stands in here facing Dane Morrow for the first time today. As Morrow sets at the belt, his first offering is going to be held up for just a second. He's a little spaghetti move there, takes a look back at second base, forcing the runner, Gon Gibson, to check back up on the bag. There's no one really holding the runner, but Morrow wisely just trying to keep him close. Don't want to let him get too big of a lead just in case there is a single. Want to give your outfielders a chance to be able to throw him out. As the first offering on the way here. Slider that runs just a bit high there. 1 ball and no strikes. As Dane Morrow on the mound for the Blues here, the right-handed pitcher out of Pepperdine University, the sophomore. In his 2nd inning of work as a fastball hit on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly by Kuzma, throw on to first in time. So now 2 gone here in the inning. So Dane on the mound. Big punch out of Grubbs. Gets a big ground out there as the 4-3 putout retires Strom. And with 2 away, Coco Figueredo will come to the plate. The man on third in the top of the 6th. As Morrow sets at the chest. Now drops his glove to his belt. First pitch, fastball outside there. 1 ball and no strikes. As Blues, it's a big run over there at third base as they trail 3-0, trying to keep it that way. The jump from 3 to 4 always feels like a big one when you're the team on the other side of the ball. As that fastball fouled straight back. Even count now 1-1. So Blues can do everything they can, trying to keep that run at third. Morrow on the bump, trying to get one more out here in the top of the sixth as Figueredo at the plate is 0 for 3 on the day. He's grounded out, struck out, and flied out in all three of his at-bats as he stands here, awaiting the 0-1 offering from Morrow, who takes a look to third now to the plate. Fastball swung on and missed. Nothing in two. Excuse me, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. Morrow a pitch away now. As he gets the sign from Slade Hagen. Now sets, drops the glove to his belt. His 1-2 offering all the way. Fastball just a bit outside. Close pitch, call the ball. Figueredo able to lay off. Count even now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Outfield pretty straight up here for Figueredo. Infield as well. No shift being played for the left-hander. As the 2-2 offering on the way. Fastball swung popped up. This one's going to get back foul out of play as it lands harmlessly behind some chairs. And a kid with a mohawk goes diving in after it, as I think 6 kids all think they have a grip on the ball as the tussle continues. As now they've taken out a chair. A chair is gone, and we're going to monitor this as well as the game, as that chair, well, that poor chair, this lawn chair is just getting decimated by these children as they're all over it. This looks like the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park out there going after that ball. It's a 2-2 on the way. Curveball stays high. Count full 3-2 as that ball is still unclaimed. I count 6 kids and 1 kid with a mohawk all in there as they're just grappling for it. This looks like this is rugby at its finest. I think the All Blacks need to do some recruiting at the slow. They've moved on to the pavement now as that 3-2 pitch caught on and just fouled off as Hagen almost able to hang on to that foul tip, but it pops in and out of his glove. Count remains 2-2. Now a crowd has formed. A crowd is formed as they all watch. I don't know who's coming out of this. As the kid with the mohawk, he's bowed out. Someone else has jumped in. I think there's 5 now. There's 5 in there. I don't know who's coming out with this ball. But at the plate right now, the 3-2 offering from Morrow. As Morrow to the plate, a fastball fouled straight back. Challenge fastball there from Dane as Figueredo just stays alive. As the tussle continues, my money's on the fact that the ball's just going to pop out and someone else is going to grab it and run as it's victorious. As the girl at the bottom of the pile comes out with the ball. She looks a little bigger than all the other kids, throwing her weight around. Well played. Well played. Got to give it to her. Is now Morrow with his 3-2 offering once more. A curveball lifted into right field, but drifting over and making the catch is Luke Lipsius. Inning over, side retired, a leadoff double, but left stranded was Gon Gibson as a strikeout, grounded and flyout. Get the Blues out of this inning. Morrow, another clean 6th inning as we will head to the bottom of the 6th. As the top of the 6th brought to you by KSBY. KSBY is on the air in Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo, broadcasting a digital signal providing NBC high definition and the CW network standard definition programs. And we will come back bottom of the 6th. Going to get underway. It'll be Matt Anderson, Luke Lipsius, and Slade Hagen getting things started when we come back with Blues Baseball here on YouTube. As we get set to go here, bottom of the 6th, ready to go. Matt Anderson at the plate, watches a called strike. 0-1. This will be Anderson, Lipsius, and Hagen. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Blues, as there's a fastball that skips in front of the plate as Enriquez keeps it in front, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here is Anderson at the dish, looking to get things started for the Blues here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-1 offering a slider, big swing and a miss there by Anderson, 1-2, as Anderson seems to be all right. They're hurting his hip flexor last game. Now gets the designated hitter spot today, taking it easy on him as Hagen's behind the dish. Now the 1-2 offering's going to be held up for a second as Anderson calls time, trying to fix his box there for a little bit. As the 1-2 on the way from Pham there is going to just tail off the plate away outside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. It's Anderson looking for something to drive. The 2-2 offering from Pham on the way. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. As Alex Pham starting his 6th inning of work here. Has been able to keep the Blues at bay for the most part. Only surrendering 3 hits over the first 5 innings. As his 2-2 pitch on the way here. That slider hit on the ground to third. Backhanded nicely by third baseman. Strong throw from down the third base line. Pulls the first baseman off the bag, but a nice tag there of Matt Anderson's going to complete the play. So nice defensive play all around by the Humboldt Crabs as Wesley Gibson over at third base. Deep down the line on the backhand. Makes the throw across the diamond. 2 seams on him a little bit. But first baseman McCarty Tatum able to use that 6'6" frame. Gets off the bag. Able to swipe tag Anderson on the back leg there for the first out of the inning. As Luke Lipsius will come to the plate. Umpires having a discussion about it. As they do agree that he is out. So 1 gone in the inning as Luke Lipsius finds himself out the plate. So far today, he's 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out to his credit. As Lipsius stands in here, Blues trail 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning as they look to start this latter stage of the game. Comeback is now skipper Dan Marple is going to come and have a chat with our man Hal Simons behind the plate. Just asking for some clarification. Looks like they're all good to go. As in Enriquez taking this time to get out to the mound and have a quick chat with his pitcher, Alex Pham. As looks to be some slight action in the pen for the Humboldt Crabs. A right-hander getting loose. As Lipsius stands in. The first offering on the way. A fastball bit low there, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. The batter Lipsius is the 1-0 offering a fastball. This one's hit on a line into right field, coming on and taking it on a hop is going to be the right fielder for the Crabs. Is breaking in hard was Connor Blair, unable to get there in time. So a line drive base hit for Luke Lipsius as he is aboard with 1 gone in the inning. Now Slade Hagen will hit. So Hagen stands in here. Man on first, 1 gone in the inning. Slade on the day 0 for 2, a pop out and a ground out so far. Looking to change all that right here. Looking for a pitch he can drive. As Alex Pham sets at the belt. First pitch on the way. A changeup low. Checks his swing. Yes, he does. It's 1-0 to Hagen. So 1 ball, no strikes here. Slade at the plate. Big right-hander. Looking for something he can drive as Anderson leads from first. Runner not going. Fastball called. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The count here is Hagen stands in. The 1-1 offering on the way from Pham. A fastball. This one lifted high to right field. Playable. He's taking a couple steps back and getting under it. It's right fielder Connor Blair. He makes the catch. So Hagen got good wood on that one, just underneath it. As he flies out to right, and there are 2 gone in the inning with Justin Lutz coming to the plate. As Lutz will stand in here. Man on first, 2 gone in the inning. Blues looking for some 2-out magic here. They got that 1-out single from Lipsius. Trying to make something happen with it. As Lutz at the plate here, fam. Sets at the belt. His first offering on the way to Justin. A fastball, big swing and a miss as Justin chases a high fastball there. 0-1. As Lipsius a decent lead over there at first. Alex on the mound is 0-1, offering a fastball. A little two-seam action, tails off the plate away, 1-1. So 1-1 the count here as action continues in the Blues bullpen. Another right-hander getting loose out there. Beyond the gate is the 1-1 offering to Lutz. Swung on, hit on the ground to short. Shortstop has it. Cantu goes the long way to first in time to get Lutz as the first baseman. Tatum using that 6'6" frame to go up and grab that one. So Blues get a single, but nothing more as we played 6 innings of baseball here at Sinsheimer. Is it still Packers 3, Blues nothing? We will come back with the top of the 7th. As we get started back up here, top of the 7th inning, Jackson Krish at the plate, the designated hitter. He stands in for his 4th at-bat of the day. First pitch from new Blues pitcher Cameron Ziegler out on the mound for a ball 1-0 as Dane Morrow's day is done. He goes 2 innings, allows 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. So a solid day in relief for Morrow. That fastball to Krish lifted high and deep to center field, but underneath it now is Charleston as he makes the catch. So 1 gone. Here's the dangerous. Krish is retired. on the fly out to center. And with one gone, McCarthy Tatum will hit. Tatum was hit by a pitch on the hand in the first inning. He's flown out and grounded out since, so 0 for 2 on the day for McCarthy Tatum. As Cameron Ziegler on the mound, wearing number 28, the fourth-year junior out of Littleton, Colorado. As the Blues are looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the seventh inning. They still trail 3-0, but trying to give themselves a chance to come back here in the latter stages of this game as the first pitch on its way to Tatum, a front door breaking ball for a call strike, 0-1 as Ziegler whips that saucer slider over for a called strike, 0-1. As Ziegler, no windup here, so he sets at the belt. The right-hander's 0-1 offering on the way here. Fastball swung lifted high and fouled on the right field line, out of play, 0-2. The righty-righty matchup between McCarthy and Ziegler, down to a no balls and 2-strike count here with one gone in the inning. The Shadows have taken over all the way. Lights starting to kick on here. We still got a ways to go till the fireworks. We're going to wait for darkness here at Sinsheimer. The 0-2 offering from Cameron Ziegler on the way here. He goes with a fastball. It's hit on the ground. It's going to be out of the reach of the second baseman, Kuzma. So a little too good 0-2 there with the fastball. Looked like Slade Hagan wanted it higher than it was, and Tatum takes advantage. He singles to right field for his first hit of the ball game as he stands at first base with Connor Blair coming to the plate. Blair singled and scored back in the third. He's popped out his 2 other times at the plate. So 1 for 3 on the day for Connor as the the Humboldt Crabs have pushed 3 runs across so far in 8 hits. Blues still looking for that first run. They've amassed 4 hits on the day. As Ziegler's first offering to Connor Blair here on the way, a front door slider called strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there as Blair got ready to take that pitch in his left hip, and it, at the last second, breaks over the plate for a called strike, 0-1. So Ziegler looking for that inning-ending double play ball right here. We'll see if he can get one as he looks and gets the signs. Hagan gives him what he wants as he sets up on the outer half. Ziegler's 0-1 offering. Ball in the dirt as Hagan blocks it. He's not going to have a play as the breaking for second base on the ball in the dirt was Tatum, and he makes it in safely. So 1-1 count here on Connor Blair as the double play taken out of contention here. At least the conventional double play is as Tatum slides into second safely. So a man on second here. 1 gone in the inning, a 1-1 count on the batter, Connor Blair. That's Blair, the right fielder, at the plate, batting from the right side. As Ziegler, the righty, gets the sign now to the plate as he kicks and deals. A fastball lifted high to left field. This is going back. It's a moonshot as all the way to the track is Murillo right in front of the wall. He makes the catch, tagging up and sliding into third just ahead of the tag is McCarthy Tatum there. So he gets in on a sack and makes that fly ball a sacrifice fly as Blair flies out to left for the second out of the inning. With 2 gone, Ramon Enriquez will come to the plate. So a man on third here, 2 gone in the inning. Ramon Enriquez at the plate. Blues need to keep that runner at third as they trail 3-0. Don't want to make it 4. So Ziegler, a big batter here in Enriquez. As Enriquez has a double on his line today as he lifts this fastball into right field. Coming in and making the catch is Luke Lipsius. Inning over, side retired. A single but nothing more as the Blues defense holds. A scary fly ball, but caught by Murillo. As the top of the 7th is brought to you by Math TV. Math TV produced the quality materials for mathematics instruction, including textbooks, videos, online homework, and worksheets. As we're going to go to the 7th inning stretch, we'll be back with the bottom of the 7th. Blues looking to make a dent in that Crabs lead as we come back. And as we jump back into it here, bottom of the 7th inning, about to get underway. New pitcher going to be on the mound for the Humboldt Crabs. It's going to be number 44, Alexander Trotner. Trotner, an ambidextrous pitcher out of UC Davis, 6'3" junior, on the mound as he's going to face off against Blaine Jones as Alex Pham's day is done. Pham goes 6 innings, no runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He leaves in line for the win as the first pitch to Blaine Jones pops straight up on the infield. Infielders converge, calling for it is the third baseman Gibson. He dives and he makes the catch right in front of the mound there as that one was coming right down for Trotner as he just got out of the way of it. So third baseman Gibson makes the play there for the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone, Marco Murillo will hit. So this is interesting. An ambidextrous pitcher on the mound. Murillo, another right-hander at the plate, but on deck is Brendan Frazier, the lefty. Interested to see if he switches hands on the mound. The first pitch, a fastball to Murillo. This one lifted to center field, hit pretty well. Running back is Grubb, still going back as it's going to be over his head as it short hops the wall. Murillo around second. He's going to hold wisely there as he stops content with a double as Marco Murillo puts a charge into that one, sends it all the way to the warning track in center field. It hops up against the wall, and a loud and long double for Marco Murillo here in the bottom of the 7th puts him on second base with 1 gone, and Brendan Frazier coming to the plate. So Frazier coming to the plate here. Looks like Trotner's going to pitch right-handed to the lefty, so we won't get to see him pull out the Pat Venditte moves out there, which is too bad. That would have been pretty cool. So Frazier at the plate, a man on second, 1 gone. First pitch to Frazier, slider down and in. Good block by Enriquez there, keeps it in front. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here. The fans all packed in here. Everyone's got their warm blankets and jackets waiting for that fireworks show here later on. Looking for some fireworks from the Blues, though, on the offensive side of the ball as they're looking to grab 3 more runs. Tie this ball game up. They got 1 out there at second base trying to get him home. As the 1-0 offering from Trotner on the way to Frazier here. Trotner couple looks over to second base. No one really holding him on. Pitch on the way. Fastball low and in, 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Jack Kuzma, the 9-hitter, in the on-deck circle. As the shortstop Cantu trying to keep Murillo close over there at second base as he's playing right behind the runner. Pitch on the way. Fastball 2-0, popped up foul. Out of play as those fans elect to dodge it as they get out of the way of it, and the count moves to 2-1 as Morrow had himself a cut there. 2-0, gets jammed a little bit, fouls it off. 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. As Frazier looking for something he can drive. The 2-1 offering. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. That was a good pitch to do something with. Frazier knows it. Counts even at 2-2 there. He's just a bit underneath that fastball that was on the outer corner of the plate there. So even count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like in the bullpen for the Blues, Chase Walter starting to throw maybe a little bit out there. It's a 2-2 offering from Trotner on the way. He goes to the fastball way outside there. The count runs full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Frazier, as Trotner takes a look to second. No one holding Murillo. As he inches off the 3-2 pitch outside. Ball 4 as Frazier will walk. So men on first and second here. Great at bat there by Brendan Frazier. Got ahead 2-0. Count even back out at 2-2. Worked it full and gets the walk. So nice job by Brendan. As now Jack Kuzma will come to the plate first and second. 1 gone in the inning. As Kuzma ready. With 1 gone here in the inning. Blues trying to get something going as that fastball Inside, Kuzma gets his elbow out of the way there. It's 1-0. Now the shortstop Cantu just going to run on the mound. Just some words of encouragement for his pitcher Trotner as the UC Davis Jr. climbs the mound once more here. First and second, 1 out in the inning. Blues putting together what might be their best chance so far in this game. As the 1-0 offering from Trotner on the way here. He kicks and deals fastball down and in, missing low, 2-0. So Kuzma way ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. As the Blues trying to get something going here as we've reached the back third of this ball game. As Trotner, the right-hander, sets the 2-0 offering on the way. Changeup swung on and missed out of the zone, but he gets Kuzma to chase 2-0. Count moves to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on Kuzma as Jack looking to put something in a gap here as the pitch on the way. Fastball outside for a ball, 3-1. So 3-1 the count here is Jack Kuzma looking to get a base knock. Big hole on the right side of the infield. The 3-1 pitch, fastball chop foul down the third baseline out of play, and the counter will work itself full now, 3-2. So here we go. Full count on the batter, Jack Kuzma, the second baseman for the Blues here today. As Jack, the Cal Poly Jr., looking for something he can do something with. The full count offering from Trotner on the way. Runners at first and second, not going. Pitch on the way. Change up, strike 3 called. And Kuzma knew it there as he's sent back looking. Trotner's first strikeout. The second out of the inning, a big punch out there for Alexander Trotner. Is now Jay Charleston will come to the plate with first and second and 2 gone. So Jay Charleston going to need to come up big for his Blues crew here as it's first and second, 2 gone. Bottom of the 7th, Blues would love to push one across here and at least just try to chip away here at the Crabs lead as they trail Humboldt 3-0 here in the bottom of the 7th, but a chance to do something about it. As the first offering to Charleston, a breaking ball in the inner half of the plate, pulled foul, 0-1. Charleston on the day, 0 for 3, couple ground outs and a strikeout so far on the day for Jay, but looking to make that whole feeling change right here. A big base hit if he can will score Murillo most likely. As the 0-1 offering on the way to Jay is way outside. It's going to skip away from the catcher Enriquez, and everyone's going to move up 90 feet. So Blues now, their chance looking fairly good here, second and third. After that, the ball getting by Enriquez. They tried to backhand it, just unable to get it clean. Kicks away from him. Murillo to third. Frazier to second. Charleston now a base hit. Just might score 2. Outfield playing him pretty straight up. No shift on the infield as well. Charleston's got some speed. The 1-1 offering. Breaking ball going to stay a bit high there. 2-1. Good eye there by Jay. As Jay stands in here, 2-1 the count on. Pitch on the way. Fastball. This one's going to be popped up on the infield. Cantu calling for it. Gives way to the second baseman who makes the catch. As Figueredo hauls that one in. Inning overside. Retired. The Blues threaten, but they do not score. They strand 2 runners at second and third as we played 7 innings here. That bottom of the 7th brought to you by Left Coast T-Shirt Company. Committed to providing superior quality goods and the best service anywhere. As we will come back with the top of the 8th. The Blues trail it still 3-0 after 7 innings here at Sinsheimer. As the top of the 8th gets going here, Ziegler back out on the mound. First pitch swinging. Santiago Cantu puts a drive into that one. It's going to be off the left coast t-shirt sign out there in left center field as Murillo whips it in, but a leadoff double here to get things started. As Cantu first pitch swing. Gets a center cut fastball, sends it off the left field wall, and just like that, a man on second here to get things started for the Humboldt Crabs as Wesley Gon Gibson will come to the plate. He doubled himself his last time up. 1 for 3 on the day is Wesley as he will stand in, the third baseman. The man on second, nobody out, so Ziegler here in some trouble early after the first pitch double, but looking to rebound from as he gave a one-out single to McCarthy Tatum last inning, able to strand him, getting a couple big pop-outs. It's the first offering to Gon Gibson on the way here. Ziegler fires a fastball, sends it right by Gibson's attempted swing there, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here. As Ziegler looking to do something on the mound here as he's got Gibson down 0-1. Now a pickoff play back to second. Is flashing in is Kuzma, but diving back in safely is Cantu. As there's no balls, 1 strike here. Top of the 8th inning. Gon Gibson, the 8-hitter. Bronson Grubbs, the 9-hole man in the on-deck circle. Is the 0-1 offering from Ziegler on the way here as Kuzma retreats back to second. Showing bunt, pulling it back as the slider down and away is called for a ball, 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Gon Gibson as Cameron Ziegler for the Blues, the right-hander. Looking for a ground ball perfectly to the left side as he now steps off. Forces Cantu back to the bag. Count remains 1-1. As all the fans are starting to take their positions on the grass, just claiming their territory for the post-game fireworks as the 1-1 offering from Ziegler on the way here. He kicks, now showing bunt, pulling it back once again is Gon Gibson as that slider was in the dirt. 2-1 the count. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Blues once again trying to pitch out of a dangerous situation. Leadoff double has a man on second here with Gibson at the plate. As Gibson 1 for 3 on the day, as we said, so far as he stands in. The 2-1 offering to him is bunted on the ground back to the mound. The only play for Ziegler will be to first, and he will make it in time as Justin Lutz on the other end of that one. The 1-3 putout retires Gibson for the first out, but down to third is Santiago Cantu. So the Humboldt Crabs know the value of that runner on the base paths right now, trying to push him across, push their lead to 4 as he stands at third base. And coming to the plate is Bronson Grubbs. As Grubbs lead, stepping to the plate here, a 276 average for Bronson as the first offering to him on the way from Ziegler. Fastball popped up behind home plate. Hagan can't find it now. He thinks he sees it, and it's going to hit up against the fence. 0-1, so Hagan almost gets there, but is able to get there, but that ball hits the chain link before he can. As Grubbs so far on his season has amassed 16 hits and 9 RBIs. As he's middle of the road on his team in batting average with that 276 average as he stands at the plate here as the Blues almost got him to pop out. That would have been a big out. Infield in for the Blues. Everyone's toes on the grass. It's the 0-1 offering to Grubbs here. Slider off the plate away. Nice job to slide over there and make the catch by Hagan. The count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike here. As Grubbs at the plate, the right-hander, 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out his last time up. As there's a called strike at the bottom of the zone there. Nice pitch by Ziegler. Makes it 1-2. As Cameron in his second inning of work here. He got through the seventh without allowing a run. The bullpen for the Blues doing well between Ziegler and Morrow so far. Morrow went 2 innings, did not allow a run. Ziegler trying to make that 2 for himself. As there's a ground ball to short, and it gets past the sliding attempt of Blaine Jones as a run comes in to score. Santiago Cantu crosses the plate. It's a 4-0 Humboldt Crabs lead. So it looked like Blaine Jones was going to be able to come up with that one, but the ball just hops right over his glove as he went into kind of a slide on the backhand side there as the ball just ticks over his mitt. So Grubbs reaches on that single there. So runner on first, 1 out. Now infield in double play depth here, trying to get that inning-ending ground ball. At the first pitch to the leadoff man, Kellen Strom, is fouled back out of play, 0-1. That's a big run there for the Crabs as they extended to a 4-run lead. So Blues are going to need 4 runs in the next 2 innings. They got 6 outs to do it. They've shown their offense can be contagious once they get that first big hit with runners in scoring position. As the 0-1 offering to Strom here in the dirt. Good block by Slade Hagen there as he's been a wall all night back behind the plate. It's 1-1. So now Cameron Ziegler looking for that ground ball, trying to work low in the zone here. His 1-1 offering on the way, goes with the fastball just a bit inside. Nice pitch. Just can't get the call. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Corners in, middle back. Lutz holding the runner. Grubbs on at first. The 2-1 offering. Runner not going. Slider for a nice strike there on the outside corner. 2-2 as Ziegler with that big breaker there able to catch the outer part of the zone there. It's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Ziegler's offering on the way. Swung on and missed. A changeup down and away. As Stram down on strikes there. It's the first punch out for Cameron Ziegler there as he gets the leadoff man swinging. As with 2 gone, Coco Figueredo at the plate. So Figueredo hitting here. 2 gone in the inning. Man on first. The Crabs have pushed 1 more across here. It's a 4-run lead for Humboldt as Ziegler looking to limit the damage here in the top of the 8th. Trying to get his Blues a chance to come back as the first pitch to Figueredo's popped up foul toward our rib line stand out of play. 0-1. So 0-1 here on Figueredo. Figueredo on the day so far, 0 for 4. A ground out, strikeout, couple of pop outs for the second baseman. As he stands in here, batting from the left side is the switch hitting second baseman for the Crabs. As Ziegler, the right-hander, delivers his 0-1 offering here. Runner goes, pitch on the way, is going to be lifted just over the head of Frazier, but he's going to get back and make the play. Nice play by Brandon Frazier there, retreats quickly, got a good jump on that ball. Able to snag it, so a shallow pop-out ends the inning. The Crabs grab 1, but nothing more. It's a 4-0 game. Top of the 8th was brought to you by Rick Engineering. The strength of our company is based upon a large, comprehensive, trained staff capable of producing superior, complex work product in a timely fashion. So we will come back in a timely fashion with the bottom of the 8th inning. Blues going to face Alex Trotner for the second inning as he will come out for the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Anderson, Lipsius, and Hagen, 2, 3, and 4 hitters when we return with Blues baseball here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Bottom of the 8th at the plate here. Matt Anderson steps to it. His roommate for the summer, Coleman Barr, on our PA as Jim Sprinkles only Siebert stepping out for a second here as Anderson fouls that ball off. 0-1. As Coleman looking around trying to figure out who our foul ball sponsor is. We are all hoping there's a foul ball in the stand so we can hear Coleman talk more. But it's 0-1 here. Matt Anderson at the plate. As his roommate just announced the name, he's got to get a hit here. At least that's what it would seem like as that fastball runs inside. Count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Trotner sets no windup, just out of the stretches. 1-1 offering a fastball. That is a called strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Anderson. Jim is still not back yet, so Cole still manning it. This is the 1-2 pitch from Trotner on the way here. Fastball, that one's lifted into right field, but coming on and making the catch is the right fielder, Connor Blair. Blair grabs that one for the first out inning. Good contact by Anderson. But it finds some leather out there as Blair makes the play down the right field line. So with 1 gone, Luke Lipsius will hit. So Lipsius stands in now. 1 for 3 on the day. He singled in his last plate appearance. It's his first offering to him here. Here's a fastball out and away for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here. Lipsius at the plate, infield playing all the way back, outfield. Regular depth as well. A couple steps back extra out in right field as that fastball misses down and away, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Luke. With 1 gone in the inning, the 2-0 offering on the way. Fastball, big swing and a miss as Luke goes after that fastball in the outer half of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Luke, the team leader in batting average, just a shade under 400 at 396 coming into the game. Gets a 2-1 changeup. He takes it for a strike, 2-2. Blues looking for the man who's been their best hitter so far in this season to get something going with this at-bat. It's a 2-2 pitch. Another changeup. This one missing off the plate away in the count, full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here as Lipsius looking to work his way on any way he can. Slade Hagen waits in the on-deck circle. The full count pitch on the way. Fastball, flip foul as it clangs up against the merchandise tent. And the count will remain full at 3-2. One gone inning, bases empty, but a full count here on Luke Lipsius as he stands in facing Alexander Trotner, the UC Davis pitcher. The pitch on the way, slider in the dirt, ball 4 as it kicks away from Enriquez. So Lipsius down to first. And the Blues have a man on here with 1 out as Slade Hagen will come to the plate. So Hagen, he got good wood on the ball his last time up, just a bit underneath it, popped out to right field his last time, but it was a sky ball as Connor Blair had to wait for that thing to come down. Was able to make the catch. So Hagen 0 for 3 on the day, but looking for a big hit out of the cleanup man are the Blues right here. As the first offering to Hagen on the way. The pitch from Trotner is a slider down and in for a call, strike, nothing. 1 front door breaking ball gets the call. As Justin Lutz steps into the on-deck circles, the left-hand hitting first baseman waits for his chance. The 0-1 offering to Hagen. This one popped up down the right field line. Giving chase is Connor Blair. First baseman McCarthy Tatum can't find it, and it's going to land safely in foul territory. So count moves to 0-2, but Hagen still has life at the plate. If it's a little lighter out here, these dark high skies make those infield pop-ups really tough to see, especially if you have to retreat on the ball like McCarthy Tatum had to do there. So it's 0-2 here on Hagen. Slade gonna try to battle back down in the count, 0-2, but looking for a mistake here that he can deposit in the outfield as the 0-2 offering on the way. Runner not going, pitches down and away. He tries to go with a hard circle change there. Spikes it in the lefty batter's box. Nice play by Enriquez to backhand it there. 1-2. So 1-2 the count here. One gone. Lipschitz a healthy lead at first. Pitch on the way. Changeup swung on and missed as Hagen's down on strikes for the first time today as he swings over the top of that changeup for the second out of the inning. And with 2 gone, Justin Lutz will come to the plate. Lutz 0 for 3 on the day so far. Looking for something he can drive, find a gap as Lipschitz will be moving on contact. So Blues trail 4-0 here in the bottom of the 8th as the Humboldt Crabs grabbed a run in the top of the inning. Blues looking to respond. The first offering to Lutz is a fastball way inside there, 1-0 as Justin bends out of the way of that one. So Justin Lutz out of Pepperdine University, hitting .255 on the season. He's worked 11 walks, driven in 4 runs. As he swings through a pitch from Trotner right there. It's 1-1. Lutz has played in 14 games, tied for second most on the Blues. Conacher Sands holds that title as he's played in 16 as that slider stays way outside there. Not much break as that one just kind of spun out of the hands of Trotner. It's 2-1. So 2-1 on the is our count here on the batter, Justin Lutz. 2 gone in the inning, a man on first base for the Blues. The 2-1 pitch from Alexander Trotner on the way. That fastball going to be popped up foul just to our left here as it gets out of play. So count moves now to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Justin. It looks like Trotner so far has featured a fastball, changeup, and a slider as his breaking ball. That really seems like what we've seen out of the right-hander. His 2-2 offering on the way. He goes with that changeup. It drops out of the zone, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Justin Lutz. 2 gone in the inning. Blues trying to keep this bottom of the 8th alive. This is the full count pitch. Runner goes. Pitch on the way. Is in the dirt. Ball 4. He went back to the off-speed. Misses low. So Justin works a walk. So a couple of walks in the inning here. We have the Blues with men on first and second and 2 gone. As now Blaine Jones will get a chance to hit here as there's going to be a meeting on the mound. See if the coach for the Humboldt Crabs keeps Trotner in or if his day might be done. As they're chatting out there on the mound, whole infield's in on the convo. As Jones will be coming to the plate. Jones singled his first time in the second. Since then, 0 for his last 2. So 1 for 3 on the day is Blaine Jones. Looking to make it a 500 day if he can. Blues looking for a big hit here as they once again have men on base with 2 outs. As this break in the action brought to you by ABC Bonding. It's so much better to know them and not need them than need them and for the love of gravy not know them. ABC Bonding. Get to know them at 948 Santa Rosa Street. We get set to go here once more. First and second, 2 gone. Blaine Jones at the plate. Jones looking for something to drive. First offering from Trotner on the way here. That fastball is going to be a called strike, top of the zone there. Another than 1. So Blues looking to make some noise here. They're trying to get some runs back. They need a big hit out of their shortstop right here. As the 0-1 on the way to Jones. Trotner's pitch, a fastball. Jones swings, pops this one up on the infield. Figueredo coming in. Tatum, the first baseman, calls for it, and he makes the catch. So Jones pops out to end the inning. Blues get a couple walks. First and second cannot convert. So we've played 8 innings so far here at Sinsheimer Stadium. It's 4-0 Humboldt Crabs. The bottom of the 8th brought to you by Sunrun. Sunrun home solar panels allow you to lock in low home energy rates for the next 20 years. Easy solar financing options plus solar panel installation are included as we will go to the 9th. It's 4-0 Humboldt Crabs. When we come back with the top of the 9th, it'll be big Chase Walter on the mound. As we get going, top of the ninth here, Humboldt Crabs are going to send Jackson Krish to the plate here as he will face the new Blues pitcher, Chase Walter, on the mound, the sophomore out of Western Carolina. Standing at an imposing 6'7" is the right-hander from Peachtree City, Georgia. It's his first offering, a fastball inside 1-0. As Cameron Ziegler's day is done, he goes 2 innings, allows 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, no walks. On his line is that fastball big, cutting a whiff there by Krish. It's even at 1-1. So 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Crabs in this inning. It'll be Krish, Tatum, and Blair. In the ninth is that fastball called strike right at the knees as Walter bringing some smoke here to get this ninth inning started to 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count here is Chase on his slider. A little too good as it's ripped into left field for a base hit. So leadoff man on here to get things started as Krish jumps on a 1-2 slider. Looked like he was trying to back him up. That slider inside. Krish turns on it, however, sends it into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff man on here as McCarthy Tatum will come to the plate. Tatum, 6'6" himself, so altogether 14 feet of height between the pitcher and the hitter. As Tatum shows, but pops it up, it's going to get foul. As a man in a Kershaw jersey bobbles it, and his girl sitting next to him makes the catch. As that's a strong relationship right there. You know, someone drops it, the other one, they pick up the slack. You fumble it, someone else picks up the ball. I think that's what we're all looking for. As the 0-1 offering here, a fastball. That one's lifted into left field for a base hit. Same spot as Krish. Murillo bobbles it a little bit, and Krish is going to try for third. And he's going to get in standing up, sliding into second. Is McCarthy Tatum. So a single, and then an error out there and left as Murillo bobbles that ball upon receiving it. Allows the runners to advance an extra 90 feet. So second and third here, nobody out. In the top of the ninth inning is Connor Blair at the plate. Blair 1 for 4 with a run scored back in the third. The infield in here. Walter's first offering, a fastball low. Slade's able to keep it in front. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count here as Blair stands in, the right-handed hitting right fielder. At the plate, the 1-0 offering him a fastball. This one's popped up left field. High into the night sky. Murillo's got a beat on it, and he'll get under and make the catch, tagging as Krish. The throw is going to be cut off by the third baseman. Frazier is coming in to score. Is Jackson Krish on the sac fly, so a 5-0 lead as the Crabs add 1 on here late. So runner on second, 1 gone now in the inning. It'll be Ramon Enriquez, the catcher, coming to the plate here. So Enriquez will bat now, a man on second. 1 gone in the inning as the Crabs extend their lead to 5 runs as Chase Walter on the mound here with Enriquez at the plate. Looking for a big punch out if you can get one. That fastball, big swing and misses. He throws it right by Enriquez, 0-1. So Walter just goes with the good old-fashioned fastball right there. Enriquez no chance to catch up to it. Down on the count, 0-1. As Walter sets his 0-1 delivery on the way, high leg kick. Another fastball. This one just drops a bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count here. Man on second as Walter sets at the chest. His 1-1 offering on the way. Fastball going to be swung. Popped up. Foul. Out of play as that gets back toward the kid zone. It'll be 1-2. So leverage count here. The pitcher Chase Walter. He looks to get a big out of Enriquez. As Walter so far in the season with a 4.76 ERA. He struck out 4 batters as he misses down and away with that one. Nice block by Slade Hagen. The count even at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here on the batter. Ramon Enriquez, a man on second. 1 gone in the inning as Walter sets at the chest. The pitch on the way. A breaking ball stays high. Now count runs full 3-2. So the count runs full. He's got a man on second base. Does Walter? First base open. We'll see how he decides to pitch Enriquez here with a full count offering. He winds and throws. He goes with the fastball. It's going to be low. Ball 4. As Enriquez walks. That's runners on first and second here. 1 gone with Santiago Cantu coming to the plate. So Cantu stepping up here. He reached on an error and scored in the second inning. He walked in the third, popped up a bunt attempt back in the 5th, and he doubled and scored in the 8th. So all in all, pretty solid day offensively for Cantu, minus that failed bunt attempt. His first pitch fastball to him is going to be chopped foul on the third baseline as Frazier gives chase, watches it trickle foul, 0-1. So double play back in order for the Blues here as they look to get out of this inning. They've allowed 1, trying to leave it at that. As the Humboldt Crabs have amassed 12 hits on the night, Blues have come up with 5 of their own. As Chase looks in, gets the sign from Slade, now sets at the belt. The 0-1 offering on the way, fastball, called, strike at the knees, 0-2. Nice pitch there by Walter. He jumps ahead here, no balls and 2 strikes. That fastball's humming pretty good for the big right-hander. So 0-2 here. First and second. Chase working the count. 0-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, but a drop third strike. It gets through the legs of Hagen. They're going to say the runner is out. As the runners were on first and second, they advanced to second and third on the drop third strike, but the out punch out is recorded as Cantu gets caught swinging at that slider down in the dirt. So 2 gone here, and Wesley Gon Gibson at the plate. Gon Gibson 1 for 4. His lone hit a double in the 6th inning. He stands up at the plate with second and third and 2 gone. So Gibson stands in. Walter looking for a big out here. Wants to strand these runners at second and third if he can. First pitch on the way. Fastball. And that's going to hit Gon Gibson. And he will reach first base. So first pitch hits him. And just like that, bases are loaded here now. The 9-hitter, Bronson Grubbs, coming to the plate. So Grubbs stepping to the plate here. Bases loaded. 2 gone in the inning. Grubbs is on the day. Pair of singles. He's 2 for 4. It's the first offering from Walters inside for a ball 1-0. Chase needs to just take a breath out there, maybe settle down a little bit, hum that strike zone. He's got that good hard fastball with a tight slider to combo with it. Just needs to trust his stuff, go after these hitters, and now there's going to be a little confidence on the mound. His pitching coach, Ed Gravel, as he does, gracefully making his way out. So now he's like a long distance runner, and he's just got those strides. They're having chats with Chase on the mound here, trying to just get him right for this big batter at the plate. He's got nowhere to put Grubbs. Bases are loaded, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Blues are going to need to make up 5 runs in the 9th as of right now, trying to not make the task any more difficult. So they got to get Bronson Grubbs here as Gravel returns to his post back in the dugout. And count 1-0. So Walter sets to the chest. His pitch on the way. Fastball just a bit inside there. Count moves to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes here. Is to the plate is Walter. A called strike in the knees. A beautiful pitch there. Nothing Grubb's going to do with that one except hit it straight into the ground. Like to see just 2 more of those exact same pitches from Chase, right at the knees of that good hard fastball. That 6-7 frame gives him such good tilt. He gets a great angle on his release. And there's a fastball right by him, 2-2. No chance for Grubbs to catch up to that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count, 2 gone in the inning. Bases are loaded. Big pitch up coming from Chase Walter as he kicks and deals. Pitch on the way. Fastball just a bit low. Trying to hunt those knees one more time. As the count goes full 3-2. So pressure pack pitch here. Bases loaded. Runners will be moving on the pitch. Count full 3-2. Walter sets. Hagen behind the plate. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Get your jackets out. As Walter goes right back with a country hardball. Gets Grubb swinging a big punch out there by Chase Walter. As the Crabs grab one, but nothing more. We're in the 9th inning here. Blues need 5 to tie. 6 to go home happy. As the top of the 9th is brought to you by Mother's Tavern, a full-service family-friendly restaurant that offers gourmet burgers, craft brews, and top-shelf custom cocktails. As we'll come back bottom of the 9th, be a new pitcher on the mound for the Crowds when we come back. Blues looking for 5. As it'll be Murillo getting things started when we return. Bottom of the 9th inning here is Marco Murillo is going to get things started off. New pitcher on the mound is number 9, Zach Wallace, a left-hander, coming on to try to slam the door on this game. Blues looking to make some noise in the 9th. A packed house on hand. Want to see some action from the Blues here in the 9th as that pitch is a bit low, 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes here. As Marco Murillo looking to get things started. It'll be Murillo on deck is number 9, Noah Cracknell, as he'll be pinch hitting for Brendan Fraser when the time comes. It's the 2-0 offering on the way. Fastball ripped down the first baseman, but snared by Tatum. There's a line drive off the bat of Marco Murillo. Looked like it might have been extra bases off the bat, but snagged by the first baseman for the first out. So a line out there. Retires Murillo. Now Noah Cracknell will come to the plate. As Noah pinch hitting again here in this game. He came on pinch hit in last night's contest as well. And now the question becomes, does Noah play third when we go to extras? I would love to see it. I think Noah's he's a catcher. It's a similar position. I was a catcher in my youth and then moved to third in high school. Possible. As the first offering to Cracknell here. On the way from Wallace, the left-hander kicks and deals as he whips a fastball, fouled straight back to the screen by Noah as he was all over that one, 0-1. As Cracknell with a new bat out there. He's walking the tan bat, got the pine tar up on the neck, a nice spiral bat tape. Looking good is Noah as he stands in. The 0-1 offering from Zach Wallace on the way. The side-winding lefties pitch. A fastball down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. So good wood by Murillo, just unlucky on where it ended up. As Tatum was quick to react to make the play. As Noah stands in here trying to get something going. As Jack Kuzma waits in the on-deck circle. A 1-1 offering on the way here. Fastball. Slap foul back to the screen by Noah, 1-2. Noah Cracknell, the University of Portland catcher, out here in a pinch hitting situation, trying to provide a spark. As he waits for the 1-2 offering. Zach Wallace on the mound is kicks and deals. He whips a fastball, swung on and missed as Noah goes down swinging a two-seamer right on the outside corner. A good pitch. Nice spot as Noah just comes up empty on that swing. So 2 gone in the inning as Jack Kuzma will now hit. So Kuzma bats, the 9-hole hitter in the Blues order. 0 for 2 on the night. He walked in the 5th, so he reached base once. He stands in here trying to get Jay Charleston to the plate. As Charleston takes his warm-up swings, Kuzma stands in. The first offering to him, a fastball for a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. Nothing in one. Close pitch. Didn't have to be, but it was. As Wallace sets at the belt. The 0-1 offering on the way as Kuzma right up on the plate. That fastball runs high. Escapes the glove of Enriquez behind the plate. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 gone here in the inning is Kuzma at the plate. As the 1-1 delivery to Jack outside, 2-1. So Blues trail 5-0 here. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Some may say it looks glum, but you know what? As Jim Siebert always says, you gotta play the game, Jim. Jim, I feel you. You and your sprinkles are right. You gotta play the game, and that's exactly what Kuzma's doing. The 2-1 offering on the way as Wallace sets. The left-hander deals a fastball, a call strike on the inside corner. Blues down to the last strike, but anything can happen. You know who's down to their last strike? The Cardinals in the World Series against the Rangers twice. Then you know what happens? Lance Berkman happens. Then David Freese, you're walking off. Blues looking for the same magic right here. It's a 2-2 pitch on the way. Jack ready. Wallace fires the slider well outside, 3-2. And just like that, it's a full count. It takes one. It just takes one base runner. Start a fire. Who knows? We've seen the Blues put up 8 runs in an inning. They can do 5. As the full count offering from Wallace on the way here. We'll see if he just goes to the fastball. He does. It's outside, ball 4. And Kuzma will walk. Now coming to the plate, the leadoff man, Jay Charleston. So Blues looking for something. Here they got the top of the order coming up. Charleston, he's due. He's due today. He's 0 for 4, but he's due now. He's hitting above 300 on the season. So mathematically, he's looking good. I like the matchup between him and Wallace. Wallace has that 2-seamer working. He hasn't spotted the slider well, so he's probably going to have to stick to the fastball. Charleston goes the other way fairly well. Just got to look for something he can drive, find a gap. Because there's a big gap out in right center field. If he can drive it over the head of Figueredo at second base, we'll have some movement on the bases. As the first offering from Wallace on the way here. There's a fastball low, 1-0. If you're Charleston here, you just got to stay patient and look one pitch, one spot. As Jay stands in, right-handed hitter, slightly closed stance here. He's augmented the stance ever so slightly. And the 1-0 offering from Wallace, a fastball. There's a called strike as our man behind the plate, Hal Simons, takes a little extra time to make that call. He thought about it for a second, then gives the call to the Crabs pitcher. So 1-1 the count on Jay Charleston as Wallace sets at the belt. Kuzma leads from first. The 1-1 offering on the way here. Zach kicks and deals a fastball. Swan chop foul at the plate, 1-2. So Blues once again down to their last strike. But you never know. You never know. We're playing the game. Everyone gets their ups. And Jay's at-bat is not done yet as Charleston stands in. 1-2 count on him. Looking for something he can put in play here as Jay waves the bat, now settles in. Places it on his shoulder. The 1-2 pitch all the way. Fastball hit up the middle. Second baseman Figueroa's got it. He flips it to second in time as it looked like it almost pulled the shortstop off the bag. It does not. Close play there, but the game is sadly over as Charleston grounds into the game-ending fielder's choice there. As Kuzma retired on the 4-6 putout. As that'll do it for us here at Sinsheimer Stadium. The Blues fall by a final score of 5-0. As we will have our fireworks show after this. The Blues a valiant effort, but they get shut out here. They fall 5-0. We will be back tomorrow with Blues baseball, our game at 4 p.m. Our Saturday game. Game 2 against the Crabs as the Blues will look to even up this series. As that'll do it for us here for all players, coaches, and interns. I'm Davis Ellington saying thanks so much for listening. As the Blues will look to even this series tomorrow, but they've dropped game 1 against the Humboldt Crabs by a final score of 5-0. We'll see you back tomorrow at 4 p.m. for game 2. More Blues baseball yet to be played.